This week on the Kokomo Press Podcast, we have a uber talented panel for you. Of course, I have my co-host Hypocrisy Jones back from making his stand-up comedy debut, which is insane, at Harvest Fest, where he absolutely killed it, if you ask anybody who was there. And we have Scrap Lotto in the house from his show Live at the Scrapyard, and he's got some bad news, but we're going to pivot and make it better, but, you know, he's got some bad news on AMP we're going to talk about. And then, of course, our guest of the hour, Alacon Rome, Hollywood House of In Your House podcast, Team IYH on Twitch, and find them on YouTube. He's amazing. He's a podcast host himself. He's a wrestling manager, and he works for Emerge and Destination 6, and he tells us all about those promotions and what they have going on and what he's doing. And on top of all that, he tells us about his music career under the name Con Rome. He has a new album called The Conception. Check that out on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to music. And we just talked about everything that's going on in Indiana, including like this Fastlane pay-per-view that they just had with WWE in Indianapolis, and how Tyrese Halliburton was there and Pat McAfee and John Cena. It was huge. And we also talked a little bit about everything going on in the world, including that national alert that everybody's freaking out about. We talked about Yeezus or Use or whatever you want to call it that Kanye decided to start up and we talked about Drake's new album, For All the Dogs. That's a cultural event. And of course we had to talk about Kevin James and all the other crazy memes that are going out this week in the world. So please get ready, tune in, because it's about to be a movie here on the Kokomo Press Podcast, baby. Woo!
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
Alright.
I'm done.
Oh,
my bad.
Shit. This is gonna be a fun episode.
Oh yeah. I can already feel it.
It's gonna be fun. What's up? It's Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm Jordan Grainger, and I have a really good one today. I have a room full of people that are just ready to go. We've been goofing for a minute. Technical difficulties. You know, as you guys know, it's been a week. I took a week off. All shit goes, hell goes loose. Whatever people say. The hell goes, shit goes loose.
Shit hits the fan.
The shit hits. There we go. There's some fan. But of course, today I have one of the greatest co-hosts of all time.
Yo, what up, gang? You have the greatest co-host of all time. I have all three of my co-hosts here at one fucking time. It is the weirdest day for me.
I figured that would be the best day. I was like, if I can get Bell in the room with everybody he works with,
Yeah.
It's like an episode of Cheaters.
and the green chair. Let me go and throw in a Scrap. Scrap's here as well. Scrap Lotto, everybody knows
What up,
Scrap. And of course, the third co-host, Alacon Rome, is in the house. The Hollywood.
I love it. Hollywood House, bro.
My man.
In your house.
I know. I'm like, he's got so many names like you. It's like
I know.
I don't know which one to say.
I go by a whole bunch of different names, so I totally get it. But nah, man, I appreciate being here.
It's so weird.
Thank
This
you.
is Kokomo Press with Weekly Plug and IYH.
I know, right? Hey, we out here, bro. We out here, bro.
This is a
We out here,
crossover,
bro.
baby.
Yeah, it's the crossover.
Actually, we brought you here because this is an intervention. So go ahead and come in, the rest of the family.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
good.
cool.
Oh no.
Cool.
You've got too many things going on. We got to slow you down.
Oh, is it that? Because I'm not gonna stop smoking stuff.
Oh, we already knew that
Medicinal
was never gonna
Oh,
happen.
okay. Cool.
Well, that ship sailed a long time ago.
Sweet.
Yeah.
At least it's not crack, bro.
Yeah. That's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
You got that going for you.
Yes.
You got that going for you.
That's
Man.
my excuse.
I don't think you can get thinner, so we're not gonna can't get you down there.
That's
man.
what's up. That's
trying
what's
to
up.
cut weight.
I really want to gain weight, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard though. Like,
Muscle or fat?
Like a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting cold.
Yeah.
I want to be warm all the time. That kind of sucks. Like,
True.
True that. I get it. As a skinny person, I totally get it, man. For
Mhm.
real.
Well, I appreciate you making the trip up here. I know you have to drive a little bit. You are an Indiana guy. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You're from the Alacon area. I know we did a big podcast with you a while back, but I still want to hit on this. Like, you two linked up. Like, how did you got? It's been
my
huge,
homie, bro.
big.
Yeah, it's
you
my
guys
boy.
have been killing it. But I remember at one point, Bell was like, or Hypocrisy Jones was like, hey, there's this guy I follow. I might be working with him. And then now, like, you go and look at what you guys do, and it's It's huge, man. It's like, I don't know if you guys know In Your House. Let me pull this up.
You should know In Your House.
Should be
by
popping
now.
up.
If you're a wrestling
There
fan,
you
you
go.
should definitely know.
In Your House.
We got
In Your
45,000
House. We're talking a little
followers.
wrestling when I'm in your house.
He knows it.
Oh, I know it. I love it, dude. I love that theme song. We don't have a theme song. It's just like music because we had a
for
guy,
sure.
Bobby Trill, locally did it for us.
Yeah.
Zach Stroop. He's been on the podcast. First guest we ever had on the podcast.
I know, right?
Got to get him back on soon.
Shout out Bobby Trill.
Bobby
yo.
Trill, baby. But yeah, he
We got
came
a big
on.
podcast coming up. We might need to invite him on.
We'll have to bring him. We'll do it.
Big podcast coming up.
Him
So.
and his stash, man. That just be killing me. He be killing me. He be killing me with that mustache. Just know,
I love
I've
it.
known Strop for so long, and just seeing him with that stash now is just funny.
But I know with you guys linking up, and then now as big as it's huge. Yeah, 45,000 followers. Let me go ahead and throw. That's insane, man.
Thank
Like it's absolutely insane. Sorry, it's like it goes on forever. I'm like, oh. I'm cutting you. I'm gonna let you finish applauding people. But
Well, first I gotta let you know.
yeah, but I'm so excited for what you guys have been doing, man.
Yeah.
It's gotten so big, and then the podcast and the live shows, like what's it like working with? I know what it's like working from my perspective. You know what it's like. Scrap knows what's it like working with the man, Hypocrisy Jones.
Yeah, so like working with Hype Man has been interesting because I started In Your House like almost 5 years ago. Actually, February is going to be the 5-year anniversary.
Woo!
And
Congrats. Big show coming
yeah,
up
it's
for
going to be
that,
big.
too.
And like there we go. I love it. I love it. So like as a podcaster, Jordan, is that like when you are podcasting, the biggest thing that you have to have is consistency.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. You got to do it. Like sometimes it's hard to do it, but you got to do it.
Yeah.
And when you're in that mindset, when you're trying to build something, when you're trying to build a brand, when you're trying to build something organically, like podcaster in, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody consumes their media with podcasts these days. I literally work with people that are constantly listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
And wrestling is a very niche thing. As we all know, we got a lot of
Super
wrestling
niche,
fans in here.
Yeah.
it feels like
we're
it's going through a new
converting-
renaissance
To
again.
be honest,
I
we're
feel like
We'll
it
talk
is.
about it, yeah.
Jordan. We're converting Jordan. He's gonna be a super wrestling fan in no time.
Hey man, he's a. I know from my man. He's a
gonna start build-
Pokemon. He's a
Yeah.
Pokemon fan.
And that's-
I'm with
he's-
that.
Oh, I
Right
love.
there.
I used to backyard wrestle. I know
you're
a lot of people don't
halfway
believe
there.
it.
He's a Pacers fan. I know that.
Colts. I'm
We're
He's
just gonna
like,
make
so
you
like
a
we just
bigger
gotta
wrestling
bring
fan
you
than
like
Jordan.
bring you over to the side,
just
bro.
sneak me over?
Just sneak
Pat
you on
McAfee's
over.
trying to help it too. He's trying to
Hey,
bring me
Pat
over.
McAfee is
Like,
cold, bro.
Yeah.
Cold, bro. I'm trying to tell
Might as
you.
well just join.
Might as well
I'm
just
trying to
do
tell
it.
you, bro. Just jump on. Listen, and
I feel like this is Darth Vader
it's a
trying to get me to go to
recruitment,
the
bro.
dark side.
It's a recruitment. It's a, but working
Oh,
with
it's
my
my
man,
intervention.
I'm
You
sorry.
had to
Yeah.
use dark side.
Yeah.
See,
We
there
went
we go.
there.
There we
Boom.
go.
If I could do that, I already would
we're
have.
not even-
Shout out Rachel Dolezal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just kidding.
That's a new TikTok.
I like it. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Somebody clip that. That's
Clip that.
Yeah.
We got this. No, I'm excited for what's going on with you guys and,
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah, for
and you guys
sure.
working together, getting so big and doing so much. You guys have got some great interviews.
Oh,
Congo
absolutely.
Kong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
Congo.
Even better than that, we just had from the wrestlers documentary. We had
On Netflix.
yeah,
Yeah.
Aaron Grider.
hell
which
yeah.
is
Yeah,
super
referee
huge.
over
If
there.
If you guys watch that series and stuff like that, he had a main role in a big
Hell yeah.
in a,
Wedding angle.
Well, they didn't show the wedding angle.
Oh,
in the
okay,
documentary.
okay.
They showed a dating angle. The
Oh, the dating angle
the
leading up
we-
with
the wedding
Freya,
an-
yeah,
was,
yeah.
was later, but he had a huge role in a piece with Freya the Slayer, which shout out her because
Yeah.
she's
Great
huge,
talent.
doing
Shout out.
great things.
Fantastic talent over there at OVW. She's
Yeah.
definitely going to be going to the next level at some point.
Ohio
Yeah.
That's Wrestling.
Ohio Valley
Okay,
Wrestling.
that's
Al Snow.
That's a cool
head.
Al Snow head.
Yeah.
We got the head right there.
Yeah.
I always have to tell all the wrestler people, don't
does
grab it, don't
everybody
start
want?
fucking.
Yeah,
What does
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
want?
Head.
See, I know
everybody
old
need?
wrestling.
Yeah,
See, that's
for
my
sure.
thing. Is I was a huge wrestling fan as a kid. Like I would get off middle school and come home and write. You did this stuff. They just called it RPing, but I didn't even know it was role playing. I was like, I'm RPing, mom, and I would just sit and write an entire wrestling promos like for this wrestling thing, and whoever wrote the best. At the end of the week, you would do a match, and they'd write the whole match out, and either you win or lose. And it was a fun little thing I did, like, constantly. I was obsessed with it. And so, like, that was my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
It was
I'm
my
about to
whole
tell
life.
him something right now.
He's
I'm
gonna
about to
write
tell
for
him
it.
something
What are
right
you
now.
telling me? I'm listening.
Yeah, those
So-
simulators.
So, like,
fuck with those.
RPing, like you saying, like role playing,
Yeah.
in professional wrestling, I'm about to tell you something. That's how a lot of people in the business started.
I believe it was so
Not even
intoxicating.
joking, bro.
It was so fun.
Not
and-
even joking.
And the writing aspect of it. I think
Yeah.
that's really helped me write skits better and do all the things that we do together, because just from a standpoint of having to think like, okay, I'm writing dialogue, now now I'm pointing to the camera. Like I had to write every part of it, the entire act out.
Yep.
And I think it really informed my writing as now. So like a huge shout out to wrestling in general, because like and it was just small town people, I didn't even think they were from Kokomo. I was literally on the internet just somewhere with some random dudes.
I used to
I
do
saw
that
so
was
many
shit.
telling
dicks.
I used to
compelling
do that
stories.
shit
You did it
like,
too?
Yeah, because like this is back
Hell
when
yeah.
like AOL and stuff.
Yeah,
was like,
exactly,
I'll
AOL.
get- I'll get like on the it'll have like wrestling chats.
E-feds, yeah.
And then, like,
E-fed it,
dumb
there it
shit.
is.
E-feds, yeah.
There it
Like
is.
you'll hop on it and people like, hey, you trying to join my federation? And
Yeah.
like, yeah, cool. Boss and that. Then like say you write your own promos and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yep.
And then like say at the end of the week or whatever, they'll like do like a simulator and they'll basically like predict the match, and whoever
You
had
have
the
to
better
play off of
promos
that.
will end up winning the match and like continue the storyline or whatever.
A lot of
And it's dope.
politics.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Like,
politics.
no, man, that's your friend. That's why he
so,
won.
yeah,
Because,
so-
man.
But it was dope. It was a dope like experience.
It's like real
back
wrestling.
then.
Yeah. It's like the real world.
Like,
Too soon. I'm just kidding.
Like, I don't say
It's
it's
too
like,
hard.
It's like what, like 2000, like 1999, 2000. That was around the time when this shit was popping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing it around then because I graduated 06, so maybe I was like like sixth grade.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah, it was
serious.
around
Like I
that-
was
it was
really
around that
into
time.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd been like 98, 99. Yeah. I love doing it. It was my stepdad ended up having to lock the computer because I'd be in there all night like
Just writing away,
just
man.
writing
away.
And I'm like,
so,
that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. Like
It
for
was
me,
all those AOL minutes
Bro.
you were spending, bro.
I know.
That's
I
what it
had
was.
man.
My
and then-
grandma told me from the jump, man, we can't afford the internet. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yo, imagine back in the day, you e-fedding with somebody, you doing it like
Right.
on a like public forum on AOL, and then your mama pick up the phone, knock you offline.
Yeah.
Mom!
No,
I almost had Britney Spears naked. It was downloading, and then God, I got to the
Halfway
knife.
there.
I got to the knife, and that was it. Just kidding.
Hard
Back in the
times,
day.
man.
Yeah, I know,
Hard
man.
times.
It's like, seeing that now, it's like going back like 20 years about, oh man, I wish I could see Britney Spears naked or this and that.
If you
now
only
it's like,
knew with
if you only knew.
Listen, it's
I
a
got a
testimony.
story to tell you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a testament to the day and times that obviously we know we talking about that you can watch porn on your phone without worry of anybody having to knock you off or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like that's a testament to that because listen, back in the day, you trying to download and whatnot.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
you got
And then
now
boom,
is
you
hit the
cut
wrong
off.
button during a call.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to hide a magazine at work. Now you just pull your phone out. That you look at it and you're like, titties. You go on Twitter and you're like, accidental titties.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot of accidental titties that be popping up. I can't look at Twitter when I'm at work.
No, I stopped. I'm like,
Twitter
this
is
is bad.
fucked
Yeah.
up, man. Because you not only you see accidental titties, you see accidental buttholes, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's the Wild West out there, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, I posted that on accident, Jordan. I told you already. Like, Bell, hypocrisy. I told you I didn't mean to.
I just had to I had to remove you from alert me's or whatever the fuck it was when it says that you tweeted. And I'm just like,
I can't do this
man.
anymore. Yeah. It's my butthole. It was like, my bad. Man.
We mean X.
Yeah. X. The X.
That even feels dirty, man.
Yeah, it does.
I
Like-
like it.
I typed in
gross.
x.com
Nasty.
during a live stream the other day.
Yeah.
Where, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get kicked off Facebook.
And yeah, I said now if you like somebody sends you like a X link, you can like, hold up, do I trust this?
Yeah, is
Yeah.
this porn?
Like, yeah, like, hold up. Like,
You look at X.com, you put an X, and it's like hamster? Is that what you mean?
Yo, it auto-populated, bro. I'm sorry.
It's like I do before we get to we're gonna get fun, we're gonna have so much fun, but we have a lot to cover because one thing I do want to bring up is Hypocrisy Jones for his first time ever did stand up comedy. And he killed it. He came out. It was good. As soon as he walked on stage, it was like And he came out and did the whole damn. I was such a huge fan. Like, it was great. I really think I was listening back because I actually have the footage hidden in my.
Kind of need the footage.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'll give it to you today. But I was going through cutting because I'm like trying to cut up a promo because we're getting ready. We actually have another.
We have another comedy show coming up.
Uh-oh.
He's already on this show too.
Look how sexy
You look good.
bro.
Everybody's like, is that? They're like, is that
You
Jesus?
like
And I was
it.
like, yes, it is. You look like Jesus a little bit. Let's go.
Jesus
It
gonna
looks
be
like
there.
y'all are worshiping.
Look at
me.
your eyes, though.
I don't even know. Like,
I like what his hair is doing.
why does Brian look like Maddie though? Like
Brian
that
looks like a-
Maddie in the face.
He legitimately looks like a drag queen. And so do I. We both look horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, if I don't spend too much time on any of our faces and I just let it ride, it'll be funnier.
Okay.
Oh, shit,
I
man.
like it though. I like it though.
Yeah, I think it ended up working out really well.
It really popped me when you showed it to me. I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
That's good stuff. I
I'm
like
just
it.
excited because you got a lot of really good laughs. I was listening back on the video. He hasn't heard it yet, so I'm the only one. But I was listening back. You got a lot of great laughs, and there was one joke that I was so excited for, and you flubbed it a little bit, and I was like, no. But it still got a laugh, which is crazy.
Oh.
Like, that's good.
I gotta hear it back. I haven't even heard it back. People have asked me, how'd your show go? And I was like, I think it went okay.
It went good. It went
was in
good.
the moment, bro. You was in the moment.
Yeah.
I was listening to Taking It Too Far podcast locally. A couple people we know do that show, and they were talking about how they were upset that they missed you on stage, and because they were going to go out there, and then Brandon got food poisoning or something.
Oh, no.
And then something happened. I think Adam said he had something going on where he got his custody of his daughter all of a sudden out of nowhere again, and he was like, "Oh, okay." And so like all this stuff's
Shout
going
out.
on. I'm like, of course, Harvest Fest weekend. All
Yeah,
this shit.
first off, shout out single dads.
Yes.
Second off, shout out taking it too far. At like I had my my Lost Dollar clothing
talked about
shirt
that
on.
too, yeah.
And that's why I was gonna wear it on stage, but it got really cold.
I know. Laura was like, "Oh, he was wearing the shirt," and then Brandon was like, "Well, he didn't wear it on stage," and I was like, "Well, it did get really cold."
It got really, really cold. I was gonna shout them out with that, but like, shout them
And shout out
let them
Adam.
know.
He just got married. So congrats, Adam. He just got married Friday.
Lots of
and
good
it's
things.
Sunday. It'll be Monday when this comes out. So congratulations on that. I
what's
mean,
up.
we got so many talented people locally. I mean, this room is ridiculous right now. We've got so much
oozing.
going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Talent.
you've entered a new chapter of stand-up comedy, which is insane. and
Yeah.
exciting.
Love it.
Yeah.
Written really well, and he's going to be November 4th. So if you guys do want to come out and check him out again, he's going to be doing a set at American Dream High Five. It's going to be a discount Halloween comedy show. So get your don't buy your costumes now, like when it's all expensive. Wait till the day after, the first, second, third. Buy your costume then when it's like on clearance rack, and
like
just come
this.
hang out. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. $10.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear and what I'm gonna talk about, but
Yeah.
like, we'll it'll be fun.
If you show up in whiteface, I'll be happy. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's acceptable.
You're allowed to. Yeah.
I went whiteface, but it's because I was a member of the movie Paid in Full, if you guys remember. So,
I do that.
like,
before.
it's acceptable, right?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
You guys just
I can do
can't.
blackface, but only if I'm going as like a Navy SEAL. Isn't that
Never.
the joke. No. It's
Oh.
the joke. Remember the
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz did a whole comedy thing. He's like blackface is never acceptable, right? He's like, except for if you're a Navy SEAL, because then you don't want to be seen. He's like, you want my pale face out there with you? If we're together, he's talking to a black guy. He's like, we're together. You want this pale face like lighting up the room? We're going in to kill one of these guys.
I don't know.
Yeah. He's like that's the selling point of the United States Navy. Like, come be a SEAL. You can wear blackface. Yeah, it's horrible. That is true.
Man, maybe they should spend some of that money that they get on masks.
Yeah, or some type of gear.
Yeah.
Cover your
Well, their
face.
argument is they can't because that's the same reason we're not allowed to have beards in the military. You know,
Right.
Why can't we have a beard? You know?
Because it fucks up the suction of your gas
Oh.
mask, right?
This guy knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
Wow.
You can't wear a
Yeah.
gas mask
Yeah, I
if
didn't
you
know
have a
that.
beard. Yeah. So that's why they wouldn't allow beards in the military. It's
Yeah.
for that reason. Well, there have been some pushback. I think they're doing some shit now. So.
Well, I think you can at least have a mustache still, right?
Mustache was it had to be in regs and it couldn't be out a certain
Yeah.
amount because you needed that seal.
Yeah.
It's really serious.
Okay.
Super important.
Yeah.
So, like, you ever are
That's
in
why
a gas mask situation,
they
but
have
you're a
a
member
little
of
short
the
little
dynasty, you're
mustache.
fucked.
Yeah, get you.
Oh yeah, you don't, bro.
That's why Michael Jordan has that mustache. It makes sense. He needs to be able to have that gas mask on. His little Hitler stash. I never understood that. I'm like, why is he rocking that?
Yeah, I remember he had that for a short while, didn't he?
He's like, I can't.
Does he still have it?
I don't think he has it now.
Okay.
No.
I don't think he has any facial hair.
Yeah, he got rid of it all.
I think he got alopecia.
out.
Oh, okay.
Is it that shit that Jada got?
Yeah.
Can we talk about Jada and Will?
Yeah, actually,
Oh,
we can bring that up. We've got to.
no.
It's
I'd
gotta
like
come
to.
up. Hold on.
I'd like to open up a case for.
Go ahead.
What's that Britney Spears shit that they did? Can we do it to Will? Because I think he needs some help.
Yeah,
We
I'm
need to
worried.
pull
He
it-
needs a conservatorship or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
say it. It sounds like it's like saying Worcestershire.
Conservatorship.
I'm trying to say Worcestershire or something.
Like-
Jada Pinkett reveals she has been separated from Will for years now. Somebody tell him.
Yeah, bro.
Man, what's going on here, bro? Seriously.
Because this is
She's
like,
the worst. I
no,
understand why Tupac died.
This
Man, he dodged the bullet. Well, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Wow.
Oh, we're all going to hell.
Oh, we out here now, bro. We out
dodged
here now.
that bullet. That one bullet.
that
Rest in peace, Tupac.
He took every other one he could.
Damn.
Wow. But no, like I saw a video earlier, and like, cause she got a book coming out. That's why she's on this
Oh,
tour.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
She's
why
trying
she
to get in the
dogging
news
Will.
again. Okay.
And like, I guess Will basically wrote her fucking what's the shit, the forward or whatever, to her book.
Yeah.
And he's talking because he done read the book, so he wrote the forward. And one of the things he said was like I wish if I would have read this book, before I married you, I would have hugged you more.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, she's like, see, that's why I won't divorce him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's her saying that, but now you're saying y'all been divorced since now.
But she
Basically.
dogs him.
But
Yeah.
like I'm
It's
saying,
such a
like,
weird
they
situation.
got a weird ass relationship, and people just need to mind their business.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
And she-
right
and-
afterwards, she came out and said this. Jada Pinkett, she's actually never met him, which is weird.
They've never been in the same room.
So Jada Pinkett reveals she has actually never met Will Smith.
Like it's just like she needs help.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Will's probably just like shit. I'm just here for man.
He just, I mean, he'd have made his money, right?
like
I heard somewhere that they never signed a prenup.
Yeah.
So like maybe that comes into play.
Oh dang! Distributing everything,
yeah.
man. That would be a bitch though, bro.
It really
but
would be.
This also is the main question is, would we know Jada if she would never married Will like that?
I mean, not like now we do.
like now we
Yeah.
do. Not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
saying she wouldn't have been who she was.
would she have
but-
got that role and set it off?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Would she? Like she was in the Matrix. Like
Yeah.
you don't think Will kind of
Gotham. She's done a lot of.
She's done a lot of stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, Jada has done a lot of stuff, but it's like for her, it really feels like that. She's not out there, right? Like she's not out there like that, but
No.
she's pushing a book. I know she was doing that Red Table show that was on like Facebook
Red
TV
Table
or something
Talk,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. So
you
like,
know why it's called Red Table Talk?
why?
Cause man, they spill all Will's guts on them.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying, bro. Like, I still have images of this man, like the meme of him just looking sad, sitting in the crowd. I'm like, dang, I'm really doing this to promote you, and you doing me like this? Like, dang. It's wild.
He got two memes in the world. It's the one where he got Boo Boo Cry Face, and the other one where his dad left him in Fresh Prince. And like, just is just sad, bro.
Oh,
Like,
three of the slap memes.
oh yeah,
Come on.
yeah,
and now finding out that Chris tried to holler at Jada.
Yo, I heard about
makes
that, too.
the slap makes more sense.
Well, what does
Okay.
that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me because she's letting everybody else holler. At her.
yeah. If she
Like,
letting
who
everybody
gives a
else
fuck?
hit it, like
it's
he
probably
too old to-
No, it's probably like, man, we cool, and
Yeah.
we got boundaries and shit like that
Well,
compared
that's-
to August.
what bothered
and me
me-
and Chris Rock go like,
how do you
it's
differentiate?
like
that?
let's say it's like Quagmire finally hollering at Lois.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, but here let me push back on that. Okay, Chris is friends with Will, so that's fucked up. August was friends with her kid. That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
that's a good
like,
point.
Fucked up.
Like,
That's
I get what
also
you're
re-
saying.
yeah, that is
you ride
messed up,
hard
yeah.
for Will, and I appreciate that. You really do. You're like you.
I
are
like
a
Will,
big
too.
guy. I
No,
get it.
like
I get it completely.
I'm just saying that people's
Yeah.
gives Will too much of a
They do.
bad
I
rap,
completely agree.
and-
But she's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even
Right.
with what she said, she had what bothered me
Like,
about her coming out was what she just recently said was, well, it shocked me that he even slapped him because like we haven't been together for 6 years. So she's now putting even more on Will, and that's why I don't like this woman. And that's
Man,
like
And also, you don't hear none of Will's side pieces coming out here.
right.
Making
Nah.
none of this. Like, if it wasn't for August coming
Yeah.
out, we wouldn't know nothing.
she's
about
sloppy.
August.
It's some sloppy
Yeah.
shit.
It is. It's super. It's super sloppy, and it's like I like Will too. And like even after the slap and everything,
Will,
yeah,
right?
like after the slap, everything, like he even took like full accountability and everything. And like in this day and age, like it don't even matter if you take accountability. It's still, the narrative is the narrative.
Oh yeah,
you know
it's
what
over.
I'm saying? So like it's OV, even if you take accountability for the situation. So there's always gonna be that view on him where it's like, oh well, Jada's just constantly dogging him, and like now is Will Smith's legacy ruined? Like he really didn't do nothing.
What?
You know what I'm saying? He's still got his body of work and the things that he's done over these years, but it's like his situation is his situation. We would still view Will as somebody who would be a legend in the entertainment industry if his wife wasn't sloppy.
Yeah.
And, and what's the difference between Will slapping somebody that's hot as his wife compared to somebody in the streets that we know getting in a fight?
Oh, completely. And I'm on board if he hollered at his wife on stage and he had been like, Jada, if he had done like, Jada, I heard what happened with you in August. Holla at me, girl. If he'd have said that and he slapped him, I'd have been like, he deserves every minute. Yeah. But he made a stupid joke, and then we don't know the backstory, and that's the problem. Right. And it takes what, a year, 2 years to come out before we know?
Yeah,
I feel you. I'm
sometimes
really
it's none of our business to know.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, but you know, until you slap them on national TV in front of the whole world, and we don't know why. At some point, people are going to ask questions. I think at that point we are allowed to. So if he would have waited till he got backstage and slapped the shit out of him, and then it came out in reports, I'd have been like, that's none of our business. For sure.
But honestly, let me just jump in real quick. Yeah. I mean, I live here in Indiana, but I'm from LA, Hollywood, the Hollywood area. I mean, it's their business to make their stuff our business.
Oh yeah.
So we can talk about it, so they can pull stories off of it, so that way people can be like, oh, my life is a mess, but it ain't as bad as Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah. Like, you work at a factory and she's making millions of dollars. Yeah. Like, and you dogging your man on a lesser scale than him. Yeah. On her. So it's like, it's all about narratives. It's all about pushing those narratives out.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what Hollywood does. They're here to give you the storylines to get you off, get you on your phones and not think about the humdrumness of your life. So
I think overshadowing all this is that Will lost an Oscar.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah. Oh man. And like lifetime achievement Oscar, right? Yeah. Which is like, bro, that's literally your legacy.
No, it was for it was for.
Or was it for best?
It's for the tennis movie. What's it?
I thought he had to give it back.
No, he gave it back, but that's what he won it for. It wasn't a Lifetime Achievement.
So he won it for Best Male Actor.
I wouldn't give it back.
Yeah, he won an act, his first ever. He had never won one.
Yeah.
And he'd been in so many great films, including Ali,
right?
Concussion, and he'd been in some great stuff. And then, of course, he gets his Oscar taken away.
I just think he just ain't like Chris Rock, man.
I don't think so either.
I don't really care about him and Chris Rock. He shouldn't have lost it. Like, he shouldn't have lost his award for that because he deserved that. That movie was actually lit. It's Richard.
King Richard.
Yeah, King Richard.
Yeah. I couldn't remember him.
I just remember him dancing at the after party. Yeah. He had an Oscar. He was like dancing, getting jiggy with it. He was rapping and shit. Had an Oscar in his hand and shit like that. Like, I just slapped this motherfucker, and now I'm at the after party. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, it was a real Cinderella moment because he lost his slipper and lost his Oscar.
Oh yeah,
he's just had a great dance at the ball, but now it's gone.
And Jada lost her mind.
Yeah. And before that, she lost her hair. So hey, I'm allowed to.
Hey, so there's a rumor she don't really got alopecia. I'm just saying, she just maybe likes to shave her hair.
It's like how she made up that shit that Tupac proposed to her and somebody.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
they said somebody debunked that. Yeah, they said she said Tupac proposed to her while he was locked up in jail, and there's people that went through and figured out
it's a classic hot
the receipts, and you know,
it's classic hot woman syndrome. You know, I mean, the truth of the matter is Jada's been hot forever. Like, she's smoking hot. Like, she's an attractive woman.
Yeah, she's attractive. Yeah.
And then, as you get older, things happen and you get a little bit less attractive. And then a lot of women they can't give up that I'm the hot woman. And so then she's like, how do I get eyes? Red table. Let me talk about my relationship. Let me bust out my man. You know what I mean? And all this shit comes out. And then I feel like the stress got on the guy. Yeah. the Jada, I mean, I feel bad for Jada too. I feel like at the end of the day, she needs attention, and they all do. That's what they're all attention
celebrity.
seeking. We all do. We all know who we are.
Yeah.
Like we're all attention seeking people. Yeah. We know that. We know it when we see it. And in this situation with her, I feel like she let it go too far beyond her. Yeah. To the point where like you can't take this shit back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a point to like I don't want like. Us as men, like, and a lot of men are toxic as fuck. Oh, yeah. It's like toxic masculinity. But, like, I don't like this belittling of dude's manhood in a sense. And this is, like, this is directed and, like, malicious. And, like, that's just not cool. So whether you're Jada or whether you're, like, whoever, like it doesn't send a good message for anybody, and it sends a message that like, oh, we can do this to men and shit like that, and you can't just because there's no equality. And
still like, wears on a man, you know.
This is like I don't even want to be like, oh man, you know, fucking team man shit like that, because like I'm just team human people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like there is a factor in that, and you got to think about that shit.
Well, what drives me crazy, I saw something the other day that, you know, and it hit me, and it took me a minute to think about, because, you know, when you see something on the internet that actually makes you think, very rarely, but I saw something on the internet that made me think, and it was like, if you get offended when women say all men are trash, then you must be trash. You must feel like you're trash. And I'm like, no, because I'd get offended if you said all black people are trash or all white people. Yeah. I get offended. I was like, those are like general statements like that always offend me because it's like, no, you're just saying that because you're hurt.
Yeah. Right.
And then when you try to rectify it by being like, actually, if you don't like it, then it's because that's you. And I'm like, no, don't try to fucking psychobabble bullshit me into your insecurity. This is clearly an insecurity you have. Yeah. You suck with the men that you're around. Or the men that you like are trash. That's your fault. The women you like are trash.
Take accountability.
Exactly. Hey, listen, man.
Accountability.
I see it a lot, man. Just because like I come from like a family of women and I love them all.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love them all. But you see it firsthand, you know, and they want to be given princess treatment when you're not a princess. You know what I'm saying? And like I will like if you doing what you're supposed to do, and I don't even mean like gender roles. Like I don't care about no doggone gender roles. So like my wife, she'll mow the grass, I'll wash the dishes. Yeah. Or I'll mow the grass and she'll wash the dishes. Yeah. Just whatever needs done at that time. Yeah, so it ain't about no gender roles, but if you doing your part, if you're acting in the state that a queen should act, which is handling your business and taking accountability when you wrong and standing on it, just like us men are expected to do. Yeah. Because if we don't do it, we get persecuted.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get slandered, we get our heads taken off. We put, you know, it's like a social media public hanging.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So all we asking you to do is be the people that you expect us to be, not the gender that you expect us to be, but be the people that you expect us to be. We need you to be that too, because you expect accountability from us. Well, we expect it from you too. Yeah. I get it. There's a generation of women out there that have been hurt by men who have come from broken homes and ain't, you know, had no dad to lead them in the right way.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
Or mom didn't love them.
Or mom didn't love them, whatever. But like, that's then. This is now. Yeah. And I'll say this, there's a lot of men, including men that I'm in this room with, that take care of their business.
Oh yeah.
And take care of their family and take care of the things that need to be taken care of. So all we asking is for you to be not the gender, but the human beings that you're expecting us to be.
I think the main point you hit there, and I think you hit both of them. But I want to wrap this up in a bow, you know, because I liked what you're saying is a lot of women want to be treated like a princess when we want to treat y'all like a queen.
Yeah,
we want you to be we want you to rule with us, not be somebody we have to like. Nah, a lot of women feel like, and a lot of men, a lot of people. I'm not just saying gender, but like a lot of people feel like they want you to treat them like a princess or a prince. They want to be like catered to. Yeah. That's some shit you do to a kid. Yeah. To kid royalty. Yeah. Come up here and elevate yourself. Be a king, be a queen. Let's work together. Let's rule together, because I ain't trying to do this on my own. Yeah. Right, and nowadays men aren't trying to do this shit on our own. No. We're trying to have somebody by our side to do it.
This economy, you can't.
I know you got a woman that, you know, you're about to do the nuptial thing before too long. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's gonna be fun.
Right on, bro.
It's gonna be a party.
Everybody here, everybody in this room is invited.
I'll be there.
But not everybody's invited.
I can't wait to grab the mic and be like, listen, Kim, you look beautiful. But Jordan Bell, aka Hypocrisy Jones, has the most beautiful smile of all time, and I love you, buddy.
He's glowing.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go through it, which does kind of bring up another point that I think we all kind of have to get in here. Did you guys see the patent that was filed by your boy Kanye? Use.
I ain't even mad at it.
Use.
Oh, Kanye being Kanye.
I'll listen to the album.
Like he's to the point now he's just trolling.
Oh
Yeah, I think that's what it is, bro.
Like, he's
Trolling humanity.
He's trolling now.
I ain't even mad at it.
No,
I'm gonna buy that
I'm
album.
not-
I might buy that shirt. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, if he has a shirt, he's done people can't get mad because he's done the Yeezus. Everybody knows that's one thing. Now he's going to use, before too long.
Well,
Yahamid.
no, he was.
Yahamid.
What's that? I think his next album was supposed to be called like named after like a samurai.
Yeah.
Like Yusuka, like Ye Suka or something. But he added like Ye in front of it.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
That's his.
Yeezus. Yeah.
Yeah,
He only has
Yuda?
one Ye though.
Wait, is there room for a Yuda?
Yeah, we can do a Yuda.
Yeah.
Well, he had Yandi was supposed to come out.
Yandi. Oh yeah, that was
But-
his Yuda.
Yeah, but it never.
It's on brand. He's done this before, so people are like, "Oh, that's too far. You can't just do use." And I'm like, "No, it's on brand."
Yeah,
This is like, so the whole Kanye thing, like we know what Kanye does now, right? Like I followed Kanye's career since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Child of Kanye.
Like through the wire days, bro. I was there.
Of course,
You know what I'm saying? Like every album that he was dropping, I was listening to it because he's different.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's been different in this industry since he came into it.
Exactly.
I remember purple flipped up collar Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Wasp.
Pink,
With the
you know,
backpack.
The
you know,
Wasp.
doing stuff, Kanye Titter, like Kanye Titter, he was out there just doing stuff with Erykah Badu, doing stuff with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
But now like he's grown to such a crazy rate that like we have labeled him this like eccentric genius now, which isn't really that far from the truth, honestly.
No.
Because he knows how to keep himself relevant, and he's part of this. What I feel like is like a new mindset that's coming in, like so we're coming out of a time where everybody's like offended by everything. Everybody's
Facts.
like canceling and doing stuff, and you do something offensive, we cancel you on Twitter, blah blah blah, yada yada. Now like the pendulum is like swinging in the other direction now, where we're like kind of sick of that culture.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like okay, you're gonna cancel him because he said something that you didn't like? Okay. So
Canceling people just makes them more famous.
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's where we at now.
Shout out Shane Gillis.
That's
You know
where
what
we
I mean?
at.
That
That's-
dude canceled in 2 seconds without. His is very weird because he wasn't famous, and then people knew his name for a day and a half, and then he got removed off SNL, and now he's famous for being the guy that got removed. So they made him more famous.
Yeah.
If they'd have just let him become a cast member on SNL, maybe he wouldn't have been where he's at.
It's like with the pisser. Like he started.
We're talking about Robert. We're talking about Robert.
Like he had a song. Like people was using like one of his songs.
The pie pisser of R&B. Yeah.
But just saying, like people was using one of his songs. Like he had like a one of his like songs that came out like 2012.
Yeah.
And people was using it in TikToks. It's like I was like, oh, this must be new R. Kelly. I was like, hold up, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like then people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you used this song. I'm like, but it's a good song.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do?
I'm sorry, like the pisser, he get canceled, but he's a part of a TikTok trend. So.
Is it? I wish you would burn my motherfucking clothes. If it's that one, then I'm down. I'll be on that trend in a
It's
fucking heartbeat.
it's called Lead Shaking. It got Ludacris
Hell yeah.
on it.
I mean,
Okay,
I love
yeah.
Luda, man. Luda doesn't get enough credit.
Oh, he really does. I love a lot of his albums, even after like Chicken and Beer and whatnot. It's good. Some good stuff.
You can't cancel like R. Kelly. It's okay. Like I'm to the point where it's okay to enjoy his music because it was good music, man.
He's
And,
locked up.
Yeah, he's in jail.
And plus,
He ain't
they
coming
said
out for
He be in there for-
they said the victims got his like royalties and shit like that.
Oh, what he-
So we should.
It's kinda-
so we
so we
should.
should be
beneficial.
We should be streaming
we
more
should
of
be
R.
streaming
Kelly.
more
That's
R.
not a
Kelly
bad
music.
thought.
If it helps the victims,
Yeah. It's
not a bad thought.
I'm listening.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm about to play some Chocolate
yeah.
Factory later.
Sweet,
tonight.
man.
And that was a good ass
Yo,
album
that's-
too.
So
Oh yeah. The thing is, like, he's so talented, and it's. I mean, a lot of times the worst people are super talented, isn't that?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
fact.
Oh, man, it's so
that
true.
it's
definitely
funny.
makes me feel better about like wedding music and shit like
Oh yeah, yeah. If we ain't, I gotta be we doing a step, side to side, round and around. I'm doing the whole thing, man. I'm ready.
I like it.
We ain't doing the love song.
You can't.
I know, right? Bounce, 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 bounce.
Right before you play, you're like, hey guys, now usually we don't do this, but we're gonna play this song.
I feel like, man, it's all in how you handle the canceling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that like, oh no, I'm getting canceled. I'm just gonna have to go offline and never be heard from again.
The fuck? Just make a new profile. The internet is fake.
You're losing money. You're losing money.
Right? It's a real place.
Yeah, it's not.
Like,
no.
We don't live there.
Like,
No.
It's funny because like people were saying stuff about Fastlane and stuff saying stuff was piped in. I'm like, no, I was there.
Oh,
like,
man.
Yeah, let's talk about that because that was a huge show. You were there. You were there.
I was there,
Yeah. Did you go make it this time?
No. We
Spirit?
had a wedding to go to.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to do it because I have a wedding. I got to get people.
Yeah, we gotta get people to come. Yep.
Yeah. So how was that? How was Fastlane? Huge WWE show in Indianapolis at Banker's Life.
Yo, Gang.
Yeah,
Gainbridge.
Gainbridge.
Sorry, they changed it.
Yeah,
It's still
Conseco.
Conseco to me,
Second
bro.
Conseco.
It's still Conseco. It's on.
It's at Market Square Arena.
But no, it was dope, man.
Actually,
like
a different place.
Yeah, like,
I know.
Yeah, but it was dope.
How'd it go?
Like going, because like normally when they pay per view comes to Indiana, I was like, I gotta get up front because last pay per view I went to, I was up front was when the Shield debuted.
Yeah, Survivor
and like
Series.
you can see me like in like their photo when they're like
That's sick. That's sick.
I think you posted that before.
Yeah, like it's about that. It's
every
like
time
next
you
shit. Like,
did you do the freeze frame? Did you do that freeze frame?
Yeah, like you can see it's cheesing. Like
me.
Yeah, that's me cheesing.
I gotta see that.
Like, and like it's just so dope because like I knew it's like I was the only one that knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
because I paid attention to NXT and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my god, they're up here, and everybody's like, who's these guys?
Who are these cats?
Yeah, I'm like, man, that's Roman Reigns.
They turn out to be the three top wrestlers
in
the industry 10 years later.
Yeah.
I know there's 4 pillars, but those was 3 pillars. Like,
so
to like where wrestling is today, because you look at AEW with Moxley and you got Roman, the tribal chief, and you got
Seth on top too.
Yeah, Seth got. Like I said, had the whole stadium. Music cut off, was still singing this song.
Yeah, it was real, bro.
Like like that. It was like that crowd. Like there's like something in the air that night, and when
Indiana is hot though.
yeah, when
bro.
Pat, Pat came out
and
and he talked like off. Basically
He's
said
so
Indiana
huge.
deserves a
He's
Super Bowl.
so huge for Indiana.
Massive.
He's such a big get. I'm so happy we drafted him. I remember when he got in trouble for being in the canal drunk. Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah, I do.
And then he left, and everybody was like, "Why the fuck would you leave the Colts?"
I had a rap bar about
comedy.
that.
You did?
Yeah.
It's worked out so well for him.
Yeah, and honestly, he's elevated Indiana. He
has.
has
That's
elevated
a fact.
Indiana.
That is a fact.
It's a fact. The fact that his operations are here, because in general, like we've had some pretty big stuff. We've had we had the Super Bowl. I think we had the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
we're having the All-Star game
we have
this year.
February.
Yes,
right?
Are we getting it?
Yeah, we're
February.
this year.
That's what's up.
Yep.
yeah, we got it.
And it's like we do a lot of big things, like Gen Con. Is it Gen Con the one they have down there? That's like huge, the big con every year.
And we always
I got a buddy that goes
get
that
like
every
Final
year.
Four, March Madness. We always get that. Like,
We do a lot, and it's a huge city, and we show out. And I think showing out for Fastlane, you being there, and then Pat coming out and everything going on, like you were being on the fucking, you're like right there.
Yeah, I was right there. Like Tyrese Halliburton was like right across from me. And like the IU football team was there because Shane McMahon's son.
Shane McMahon's son's on that team.
He was like like up there front row and everything.
He had the IU spinner belt.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was dope.
We coming up, man. We coming up.
People sleep on Indiana, and they really shouldn't.
Oh,
because
no,
there's
you
so
can't.
much. You brought up Tyrese. I want to pull this up because I know we all kind of saw this a little bit, but here you go.
Yeah.
So y'all, I mean, you guys, you kind of saw Tyrese. You were like right by him. During
I
this
was like,
whole thing.
yeah,
So he was a huge part of this, and I think this got put up there. So Bailey, who is the wrestler he was talking to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, "Hey, did Michael Cole put you up to this question?" Because it got brought up, and then he hit back. He did not. I thought it was a question that people would want to know. Feel free to come up to a Pacers game this year and ask any question you want. So everybody in the comments like, Tyrese just shot his shot at Bailey.
Oh, I ain't even mad, bro. Why would you
crazy
not?
because I think he's married or engaged.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's engaged too. So I'm like, but people are going to go there.
Yeah, people will go there. I think he's just inviting her.
Yeah, it's probably just honest.
Yeah.
But I think it does more for both sports if it seems like he's trying to.
And he's a big wrestling fan.
He's a huge wrestling fan. Huge wrestling fan. And Tyrese, of course, as a lot of us know, he just signed like a 6-year deal with the Pacers to be a part of the Pacers, our star player, but also like he works hand in hand with the Pacers very closely now. So like. He's definitely somebody between him and Pat McAfee is somebody who can lobby for something bigger. It's such
athletes, a cool... and as good as he played during this, I mean, Team USA didn't do great. We all know that they didn't even medal in the recent.
But he played well.
But he played really well, and his plus or minus was crazy.
Yeah,
he was insane. And then he, of course, I don't know why he posted the picture of himself by himself. This is kind of weird. Like
I know who's with him.
I know. Him and John Cena. I've been told I got to do a better job of telling it for the audio people. Him and John Cena. I indeed did see him with a go at WWE Fastlane. So that's pretty cool. I mean,
this is great PR, right?
Yeah.
Like this is great PR for Indiana, and like. So, of course, you went to Fastlane. You felt that energy, right?
Yeah.
I was there in that building, and it was just so great. Like
it came across on.
Did it come across like that?
Like at home, I felt.
Well, you had just said people were saying they pumped some shit in there.
Yeah, people were saying like they was pumping in crowd,
LA night,
noise and stuff. No, that crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, and we only do that at Lucas Oil. So shut the fuck up. We don't do that at Bankers Live or where? What is it now?
But like Pat came out, saying Indiana deserves a Super Bowl, and the crowd went crazy. And,
you mean WrestleMania?
Well, WrestleMania. My bad.
WrestleMania. Crowd went nuts.
Same thing, but bigger.
They're technically all the same thing.
Oh man, and it's a good central location. I mean, it really is.
It really is.
It's. I think that Indiana offers so much, and I mean, you guys can talk to it more than anything because you guys are in promotions in Indiana. I mean, Emerge is out of Indiana, right?
It is.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Emerge.
Columbus, Indiana, I believe.
Columbus, Indiana.
Yeah, and you work directly with them.
I work with them. I wasn't at their last show, but they just had Emerge 72 crowning achievement, and it was a big night for Emerge as we saw the crowning of a couple of new champions. Daniel Eads is the new Emerge World Heavyweight Champion, and Chet Ripley is the new Emerge Outbreak Champion.
I don't know if that's right. Like Chet's not right.
Him and mom, bro.
Like his mom is.
His mom is right there.
I know his mom
in his hand.
His mom is dead though.
His mom. So this man carries around the skull of his dead mother.
Yeah.
So he's basically Cubone.
Yeah. He's Cubone.
Back to Pokemon, baby.
Right back. And so he carries the skull of his dead mother in it, and channels his dead mother in matches to help him win matches, and somehow it's worked.
Yeah.
It's got him to a championship. He's the new Emerge Outbreak Champion.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is going on at Emerge? It's time for me to come back because there's some crazy things going on. This don't make no sense.
I feel like we're going to have to do something. You're going to have to make sure at least my best friend gets like his title shot.
I'm already willing for him, bro.
Best friend and I'm
in training.
In training. BFIT.
Okay.
But he loves me.
Who is it?
Shout out Paragon.
Paragon?
My man Paragon, yes. Yeah. Paragon.
I put you in the red chair for a reason.
So Paragon won his match against the menace that is Dylan Cole last night at Crowning Achievement. And now there's some conversations happening within Merge management now that Paragon has come back and is winning matches and showing, what he can do and who he can be. There's some rumblings of possibly getting him to the next level where he wants to go at. I'm trying to make some discussions and whatnot.
Ooh.
So I don't want to put anything out there too much, but you're hearing it here is that I am working towards getting Paragon some bigger opportunities there at Emerge. So just stay tuned for that. Next show coming up. Boom. Next show coming up. It'll be on the 11th of November. And that's going to be Emerge 73 Doomsday. So stay on the Emerge social medias to see what's next and what happens there. But yeah, they had a big show last night, and then another big show that's coming up next month.
Yeah, well, you have another big show coming up next week, right?
Yeah.
Keep
the shows coming.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Keeping it hot.
Keeping it hot.
I don't know if any of you guys are around the Illinois area or the Macomb, Illinois area, but you'll be pulling up for Destination 6.
Yes.
There we go. This is the flyer. You can see a nightmare on
nice
Carroll
flyer.
Street.
Yes.
I like that name.
October
That's a good
21st.
one. What street is it on? I'm just kidding. I love this. This is great. And I see front center. You have Sam Knight.
Sam Knight.
That's your
my man,
boy,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
And then to the right, I've seen this guy before.
Mickey Midas.
Mickey Midas. Okay,
Mickey Midas, yeah.
Logan
Okay,
Myers.
see, I don't know him as much, but I know I've seen him on
For sure,
promotions.
yeah, for sure.
This is exciting, man.
Mickey's been on AEW a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Doing some big stuff.
Whoever did this poster killed it. I mean, I can
yeah.
tell. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's like a.
Chris does a great job. Chris is great.
Yeah,
Really
he
is.
did a wonderful job. I like the way it looks. I can tell it's from what is it, Stranger Things? That's the style in the background. I think that's like the Stranger Things background.
Yeah, I think.
But I think it looks so seamless, and the airbrushing and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. I honestly like it.
The production of D6. I just want to talk about D6 real quick.
Let's do it.
The production of D6 is so beautifully on point. This is why I make the trip.
Yeah.
This is why I make the trip, because you can go to a lot of shows. I can go to a show that's 30 minutes to an hour from my house, and I'm not going to sit up here and talk bad about any promotions,
No. Right.
but it's just the love ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you throwing it together, and you have good intentions. I know most of these promotions have great intentions when they put shows on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, whether it be for a good cause or whatever, and that's great. But for me, like, being a producer, and you know this, and I'm sure you know this too. Everybody in here probably knows this at some point. Like, being a producer, you just want everything to look so seamless and go so well, and have everything flow throughout the night.
I want it to make sense.
We want it to make sense.
Yeah.
So for me to say that, long-winded a little bit. For me to say that is to say that D6 is so good with their production, the way that they present their shows, the way that we push them out on YouTube. I'm very close. With working with Chris on shows and when we drop them on YouTube and when to drop promos and when to have a match. And it's something that I've prided myself in, is being a part of the production of a wrestling show. I've been watching wrestling. My man Jordan here was talking about he's been watching since he was a kid.
Right.
I've been watching consistently from my childhood up into my adulthood. Yeah. So, like, to be on the other side, and not only to be on the other side, because I'm not hopping in the ring. I'm not physically fit enough to get in the ring and do all the stuff they do. But I do got to work in mind. And I am a creator.
Yeah.
And I can help bring stories together. I can help bring shows together. And that's mainly what I found my utilization in, working with many different promotions. People see me when they go out there and they see me do the Hollywood House thing, and that's great. I'm glad I was able to establish myself as a character on a wrestling show. That was one thing that I set out to do. That was a goal of mine that I wanted to do, was become a character in professional wrestling, a Paul Heyman type, a Jimmy Hart type, a Mouth to the South Jimmy Hart, but Heenan type. There we go. A Heenan type. I wanted to be viewed like that, and I got that. I did that, and I still want to do that. But also, I understand at this point of my professional wrestling career that what I'm going to be able to do, where I'm going to be most effective, is in production, backstage management, things of that nature.
It's those other intangibles, whether it's music or like making sure that the promos are shot correctly, or done correctly, or done enough. It's those extra things, man.
Yeah,
I know you're hitting on it, and Destination 6 is really where a good place to go. Go check it out. It really is worth the drive. I've been out there a couple times myself.
Macomb, Illinois.
Yeah.
136 Carroll Street in Macomb, Illinois. So check them out.
And you're gonna see great talent. Like, you're gonna see great talent, just like what we saw there. Sam Knight, he's gonna be defending against the infamous man Tim, and that's gonna be huge. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Tim. and he's been wrestling around the scene for a very long time. He used to be part of a tag team called the Gym Nasty Boys, and they were getting booked everywhere. Tim is somebody who's been seen on AEW. He's been seen on NXT. He's worked NXT before, and he's a grinder, just an absolute grinder. And we've actually, me and you, you've interviewed his manager.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And, you know,
Aloysius.
Yeah, Aloysius, Skipper Jenkins the third. And, you know, I like the fire in him. I do. I really do. I like the fire in him. But, like, come Saturday, when Sam Knight, the forever.
You gotta
ever
keep on doing it.
Ever.
Sam yelled at me the other day.
Champion, the forever champion. He's the best he's ever been, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, seriously, I still talk to Sam on a daily basis. I've been off the scene for a little bit, but I still talk to Sam on a daily basis. He's still staying ready. He's still in the gym. He's still booked weekly. Tim's a formidable opponent. But Tim needs to understand that he's just the wrong guy at the wrong place at the wrong time.
It happens.
It happens, right? It happens.
Can't everybody be the champ?
Yeah. And you know, there's been conversations within D6 of me not being around and everything that's going on with Sam and everybody's saying he's kind of going a little wild. Well, a little wild over there at D6, you know. But you know, and everybody's saying,
he's got a lot on his plate.
I know he's got a lot on his plate, and they're like, "Oh, is Sam mad at you? Is Sam not happy with you?" No. Like, listen, everybody in here, I'm gonna tell you, the thing about me and Sam is that this ain't the first time I done pissed Sam off. It's not gonna be the last time that I piss Sam off.
That's friendship.
And he is going to come together with me, and we are going to teach these young cats a lesson, put them in their place, and understand that when me and Sam tighten up, when we on the same page, we are literally unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
I can harken back to the set days. You know how the set days work.
Absolutely.
So the set days, so we had this group, this stable faction, you know, the set, and it was compiled of veteran wrestlers, Sam Knight, young up-and-coming wrestlers, Paragon. Mr. Broadway, Kendall Fire, he was in there too. Also, Mickey Midas.
Yes, Mickey Midas.
You know, and it was a vibe where it was just like unity. That was kind of the vibe. Like, you would definitely get, like, if you saw the logo, it was definitely like vibes of like the NWO. We was definitely pulling from the NWO in that way. Yeah. Like with some of the videos that we did and things of that nature, it was definitely in those vibes. But it was supposed to be more like a unity, come together type, gang type. You know, we just come together. For the same goal. Yeah. And like the set was something that, for me, was super special. Because it always encapsulated what I was trying to throw in there, which was like Sankofa, go back and get it.
Right.
Which is an African proverb.
Right.
Sankofa, for go back and get it.
Yeah.
And basically I felt like that a lot of people in the group, mainly when we started it, Paragon and Sam, like Sam, you know Sam. Mm-hmm. Like he's been giving back to the industry for years. 18-year vet. I'll tell you this, as far as people that I know that love wrestling, I say I love wrestling. You love wrestling. Same. We all have a love for wrestling in here at some, to some extent. I don't think nobody loves wrestling more than Sam Knight. The things that man will go through for wrestling is just crazy.
I'm not sure if he sleeps.
I don't even think he sleeps every time. That's why it's hard to get him on the show, because he's always on the move. Like, man, I can't get him to stay stationary in one place because he's always moving. But like, that's also the same thing that I admire in him too, that he's so dedicated to the craft.
Well, in his shoot life, man, if you knew what he did in his shoot life, man, like
he goes through a lot.
He goes through a lot, and you wouldn't understand how he's a wrestler also too. So like that's crazy.
And I just felt like with him, like he wasn't getting He wasn't getting the respect he deserved. I was getting some hype in the time as a manager and whatnot. So I was like, let me be your manager. And I won't go through the entire story again because we've gone through it a million times. But like, it worked. Like, it brought more attention to him as I was bringing more attention to him. Then other guys like Paragon was seeing it. Paragon is somebody who I feel like is just super underappreciated. I mean, like,
he really is.
He's super underappreciated. I really do. I honestly do feel that way. But like, the stuff that he brings to wrestling, it's good too. So I was like trying to shed a light on it, you know, and then like I started adding members and whatnot. It was like started spiraling out of control. But but you know, I was just having fun and I wasn't, you know, thinking about the structure of a group at that time. Now I understand that.
I love it.
But like I was just trying to do something cool, you know, and I feel like that something like this show, guys like Sam Knight, guys like Mickey Midas, guys like Tim, the Infinite Man, Logan Myers.
Yep. It's a big show, man.
It's a big show.
I like the look. I really do.
Rachel Armstrong's going to be on that show. I don't know if you... Rachel Armstrong?
Huge, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She just made Pro Wrestling Illustrated for the first time. It's top 500 wrestler. Super talented. Indianapolis-based. Been seeing her growth since the beginning, and now she's starting to get on bigger shows.
I can't wait till she gets signed.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I can tell you're a Kanye fan because you went up straight to Sam Knight and was like, "Let me be your manager."
He knew what it was, bro.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's Twister, right? Am I right? Twister?
But that's the same song.
Kanye's in the song.
Kanye's in that song. Kanye's in that song.
I fucking love that song. Twista and him had a moment, man. They went back to back with the slow jam and then going into that.
Chicago
what's that song?
Bro.
Overnight Celebrity.
Celebrity.
That song was so good.
So good. When those two got together, you always knew it was going to be
good. Then that girl who played the hip hop violinist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, I brought that up because we have another artist in here. We have a man by the name of Con Rome.
Yes.
And you have an album out called The Conception.
Yes, sir.
We got like what, 16 tracks, and we got a bonus track on it. You went in here, man.
I did, man.
Yeah. I mean, this is exciting. It came out this year.
Yeah, August, just this past August.
Oh, this August, dude. I thought I saw it posted. I didn't see it posted. Fuck, man. This is my thing, man. I'm gonna put this in my shit tonight. I'm gonna be bumping this all night. Dude.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
bro.
I can't wait to hear it, man. What's your favorite track on the album?
So looking back at like analytics and everything, like I think a lot of people was feeling like,
oh, he's a podcaster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know,
be checking numbers.
People all the time. God. Yeah. But people was really vibing with the way. And then they was vibing with I'm Sorry.
Hell yeah.
But my personal favorite is Handling My Own.
Handling My Own.
Yeah, man.
It's got a star by it. It must be telling me something.
Oh yeah, it must be getting played a lot lately. Ooh. All right, but like I feel like that song right there, I was just vibing on that song, man. Yeah. Like I was just talking shit. You know, it's basically like a solo vibe. Like I deal with a lot of stuff, even though I have a family and whatnot. I still deal like everybody else with a lot of stuff on my own.
Yeah.
So like you got to handle your own business, do your own thing. You know, so I was just like, this is my solo vibe. I'm handling my own.
I like it.
So it's a good vibe. The Way was fun. Like I've had, like The Way was a song that I did like, oh man, probably like 5 years ago, and I just never released it.
Yeah.
And so I re-recorded it. I found the track for it. I re-recorded it, and it's supposed to be like, I don't know if you guys remember like the meme, the Uganda Knuckles meme. The way. You know, so
okay.
It's just, I actually have sound effects from that on there.
Oh, okay. You said knuckle. Okay, I'm like I remember that.
Uganda Knuckles, yeah. And so like I got
Sonic
sound effects from,
yeah. Fucking.
And I just was having fun. I was just talking shit.
Yeah.
Like songs like Make a Play. Like Make a Play is just basically me saying like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna always find a way to make shit pop. You know, so like that was a big thing. Apply Pressure, like it almost kind of like ties into what we was talking about earlier with like women and like being the best version of themselves because they expect us to be the best version of ourselves. Like Apply Pressure is like, it's like a R&B-ish type vibe, like, but it is saying like, if you want to be the woman that you say you're gonna be, I'm gonna apply pressure.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna put pressure on you to be better.
Yeah.
So that's Apply Pressure.
Fuck.
I'm sorry is just like my public apology. I like my daughter actually sung the hook on that. She's 11.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's 11.
That's awesome.
And she sung the hook on it, and it's like, it's just me like apologizing for like always being who I am. And I feel like that a lot of us can vibe with that, because like at the same time we're trying to give ourselves to everybody else.
I knew where you're going here. Keep going.
Yeah,
keep going.
We're trying to give ourselves to everybody else. We're still trying to be who we want to be.
Who we are,
right.
yeah.
You know?
That song's going to hit for me. I already knew, because when you went to start talking, I was like, is that going to... And you were completely right.
Yeah.
It's like, all of us, you know, we deal with this in our own ways. Like, we're, as being people who do things publicly and still have to have a perception of us, and have to be out there. It's like a lot of times you're like, I'm sorry that
I have to do me.
I still have to be me while I'm taking care of you.
Yep.
And that's great. You got your daughter on the track.
That's
so cool, man.
Yep.
My kid does a little rap too.
That's cool.
You know, like hyper pop and rap and stuff. And
Yeah.
I've actually really been vibing with the stuff he's like, for a while there. I was like, he's got some good stuff, and then he had some like real like, you know. Yeah,
we all gotta start somewhere.
But he's young. He's 13. And then the recent ones he's been putting out, and he's coming to me and he's going, Dad. And I'm like, what? And he's like, what do you think about this? And I play it for him. I'm like, I think you should do this. He's like, okay. And then he'll go in and rework it. And it's great because I feel like it's like something we can like bond off of. So you have to have that same. So like that's cool that you wrote a song where it's like, I'm sorry that I have to be me while I'm. And then at the same time, you're like, let me bring you in to be a part of this. Yep. And it's kind of going to segue a little bit over. I mean, I'm really excited about the music thing. I really want to check this album out. I'm so happy. But you do like online streaming with your boy as well, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You bring your kids into what you do, and I love that about you. Tell me a little bit about that.
So we do a stream. We haven't done it for the last couple of months because my son plays tennis, and like it's just hard to find time.
Where's
like,
the time at?
Yeah, exactly.
Sports is rough.
But like when we get a chance to, we've started doing Playhouse gaming, and and it's like house because I put my name in everything because I'm a freaking egomaniac. But
we are too. So it's okay.
It's okay.
But
my last name's Press, actually.
The scrapyard.
But we're doing a shitty job. We're switching our names up. You know, we're not even going by who.
I changed my whole name. I don't put my name in anything.
hey, sometimes you got to do it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Playhouse. Tell me about this.
So we stream. You know, we stream a lot of different games, just whatever he's feeling. Lately, he's been doing a lot of WWE 2K23.
Yeah, makes sense.
So he's and honestly, it's been really entertaining because like from a wrestling aspect, he's taking like all these characters like SpongeBob,
I know
Bugs Bunny.
He does like theme matches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, don't worry about Scrappy on, and he's third shifter.
I get it. No, I've been there. Been there.
I'm like looking up there. I'm like, he's not bored. He's just like, I'm tired.
I 100%
honestly,
get it.
I've been work like that's why
I know.
I cannot wait.
You're gonna have a couple weeks, right?
Hopefully, I hope they give me the call tomorrow. I get that call tomorrow because I'll be so happy.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I derailed you. I just wanted you to know, like, I'm like, I feel for him because I was on thirds. You've been on thirds.
I know you've been. Yeah,
I'm trying to flip to days for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I get it. I know what you. And talking to you, I know what you've been going through.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm sure.
But it's exciting. He's streaming W2K23.
Yeah.
And he's out there. He's probably creating his own character. Is he himself?
Oh yeah, he has his own characters. This guy's crazy, man. He face scanned our cats. Okay. And our cats are in the game, and as wrestlers, well, we got our cat. He's a big old. He's a derpy looking motherfucker. But we love him though. We love him though. But he's big. Like he's a chunky cat. So like his name's Gotham Knight.
Yeah.
So anytime he comes out, because you know like L.A. Night.
Yeah.
So anytime he comes out, he's like Gotham Knight. Yeah.
I love it.
And then you have our little orange cat Cheddar.
Yeah.
And like he's like think Rey Mysterio on steroids, like flipping around, flying around the ring and whatnot, and like it's
what do
it's
the faces look like? Oh man, I wish
the
I had
it's so weird. Like I could show it to you at some point, but like
it's some
it's
fucking
weird.
Skyrim shit, right?
It's
Can't you be a
weird.
cat in that?
Yeah, kind of,
like Skyrim wrestlers.
It's crazy, but like he's actually like telling stories in there and like trying like what he does. it's funny because we was talking about like e-fetting earlier and whatnot.
Yeah. It's basically what
It's basically what he's doing. Like, and he'll like during the stream, he'll commentate the matches and be like, "Oh no, Cheddar's going for the Hurricane Rana. Oh, but he gets the." And I'm like, "Yo, he's commentating, playing it at the same time and streaming it at the same time." And it's like,
it's got to be entertaining.
It's entertaining. Like I'll sit up there like, because I don't want to be like over his shoulder like all the time, like, and like always like. I be in episodes, like I'll be in episodes, but I'm like, this is just me helping you get this off the ground,
right?
You know, like I don't want it to be all about me. This is your thing, like so I'll show up and I'll make appearances if you ask me to, but like on a regular basis, I want it to be just you. I want you to get good at hosting a stream. I want you to get good at doing the content or whatever. Yeah, and like he's done a couple of them on his own, just like the last few of them. I'm like, dang, like. This shit actually kind of good. Like I would actually watch this. Like, like it's fun. Like, and we've played many different stuff. Like sometimes we'll bring my daughter on and we'll play like Minecraft or something like that. And like they get a kick out of it because I ain't never played Minecraft.
Right.
Like, but they get a kick out of trying to teach me how to play the game.
Yeah, you're the noob.
Yeah, so I'm the noob. So I'm like,
they love teaching us stuff, man. They really do because it's like they're used to us teaching them everything. So once they get to flip that script, it's hilarious. I want to bring this up as well. You guys do have a Twitch team, IYH in your house. You guys are blowing it up. I went and subscribed because I saw he had posted. Yeah, like we need some more.
We just need a few more followers.
I gotta start me on Twitch because that's avenue I ain't.
It's an interesting.
You're trying to make affiliate?
Yeah, we're so close to making affiliate. We just need a few more followers.
Yeah, so go on there, Team IYH. That's in your house, but it's Team IYH. Go find them on there. Fucking follow them, dude. It ain't gonna hurt you.
No,
do it. You guys got a lot of stuff on there too. Like
some shit up.
I've seen you guys got some long stuff. I mean, I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like 6 days ago, yesterday when I screenshot this. You guys are busy.
The thing about Twitch, if you guys help us get to affiliate, our videos will be able to stay on there longer.
Yeah.
We push everything to our YouTube page, which is the In Your House YouTube page.
Yeah.
Which you can find right here in your house, right here. Go find In Your House 1366. Find that on YouTube. Go find them. Like leave this podcast. You can search and still listen. Just go search,
swipe down,
go subscribe, do all the things you're supposed to do, and just go like follow all the things because like. We are local creators making things. We work hard. We care about what we do. And then when you're on the... Will you tell me what's going on with AMP, man? That broke my heart.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to go over here. I mean, what the hell, man?
Like, they really have been like kind of like quiet about it. But AMP app is shutting down. And it was a dope app. It was like a radio app.
It's really cool.
Yeah, like...
Did you know about AMP?
I didn't.
Like it's like an app. It's kind of like a radio app.
Okay.
And like you sign up for it and everything, and you like grab songs and you create your own station. And you're talking and like you can play a song after you get done talking. You can stop a song during a certain part or whatever. You can have people call in and talk to them
like
and
a real radio.
a real radio. And like for some reason, like at the beginning of the month, probably like 2 weeks ago, it's like, hey, we're shutting the app
So you don't know the reason yet.
They haven't really.
I have my suspicions, and that's royalties.
See, that's what I was thinking. Royalty because it's a free app.
Yeah,
and you're doing and like with the royalties and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking.
Let's throw this out there. Let's say, listen, Jay-Z. Let's get Tidal by AMP and then create it through like Tidal or through Apple or through honestly, Spotify. I will like you if you do this.
Like no, see this is that would be. But this is the thing though. Tidal has that. Yeah. But you can't like talk. Like I can create a playlist and go live. And I can be like, all right, this is my live playlist, and you can like click on the link and listen to my live playlist. But you're just not hearing me talk and stuff like that. Now, if they add that feature, then
they should let people broadcast. I mean, they could let people broadcast, and it's so unique that they could create this different space and take off because AMP was blowing up.
Yeah, it was, and I got like I was planning on doing an episode tonight, but how my day is going, it might not happen. But I got 2 weeks, but I'm definitely doing the show next week. And I'm definitely doing a farewell show.
I'm trying to sneak in there and get our episode.
Yeah, like I was so like that's what pissed me off. But then I kind of sat down in the sauna one day and I was just thinking about all this shit, and I was like, I want to do that, like interview people like their favorite songs, and like I can still do that, but I can't play it. But I was thinking about maybe starting something. We'll talk more about off camera, but
I know there's rules. It's hard to do.
It's hard to do, but I was thinking about like just we talk about these songs with certain people.
Hey man, there's a room right here we got.
That's why I said we're gonna talk more.
Let's do it.
And at the end of each episode, post a playlist. Like you can get the playlist of the episode, because we really can't play shit, but we can also promote
clips.
the playlist. Clips, we can clip it and do like I say we go talk.
It just sucks because like you're not doing that for money. Like it's one thing if like you're out here like in the middle, you're like, hey, I want to take a break and throw an ad to Squarespace.com. Let me go on there, make your website. Hey, you ever heard of Blue Chew? You want a hard dick?
Yeah.
You know what song will really get you going? Two Live Crew. Go ahead and put the Two Live Crew on, jerk your dick. What are you gonna do?
I just do it for the love, and I just like hearing people talk about music.
It's such a great show. I love that concept. I'm so bummed because we were supposed to do it, and then them. I got that from you. Them took our date away, and then I haven't been able to do it. But I sent them a playlist, and then I've had to sit back, and I'm like, well, maybe he was like, this playlist is trash. I'm sick of that Grainger. I'm fucking not doing it.
And then kind of like I was just waiting to see if this whole strike thing, how this was going to pan out, and I thought, okay, if we would have went on strike, how I originally thought, I was like, okay, bet. That's how we're going to go. Now it's like, what, stand up?
Yeah.
Like, oh, went. All right, Ludacris, come on, let me know. Like, shit. Tell me when to stand up. Shit. Like, I'm ready, goddammit, shit.
Is this how, not to blow up your spot, but you are a part of a union as well. Yeah. Is this how your guys' strikes go? Like, where you're on strike, but you're kind of still working?
You know what? It's. I don't think we've ever had a strike, man.
That makes sense.
I don't think we've ever had a strike.
But if he did, he never had a stand-up strike.
Yeah, man.
This is a stand-up strike.
Go on with your big ass. Let me see you something.
When he moved, we move. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Hey, DJ, will you bring that back in here? Can we bring back that money that everybody's losing?
But like I said, like I'm just like with AMP, like it kind of like one door closes, but like I say, I'm a thinker, so I figure out what I want to do. Mm-hmm. Plus, like I said, like it was like I want to do a whole rollout. That's why I like announced like the plug, like, hey, I'm ready to come back with the plug, and all of a sudden it's like AMP is shutting down. I'm like, fuck.
What? You're like, I'm about to be back.
Yeah, like I had this whole I had this whole
nope. Like, shut the door on it.
Hey, Scrap, are you back? No, I broke through, baby.
It's like I did a Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. I came out,
fucked your leg out. No, broke
and everything. I was ready.
No!
Like, no, we're taking.
Or Vince McMahon running to jump in the fucking ring and breaks his shit. Then has to sit there like he shit his pants for 20 minutes.
Two blown hammies.
But like I said, like it kind of just opened the door for me to do. Like I said, I can still do a somewhat podcast where I just talk to people about their favorite songs.
I like that either way. I mean, you see a lot of people do like the album reviews on YouTube, and they play a decent parts of the song. Yeah, and those hit pretty hard. You just can't get advertiser money off of it. If you're not worried about that, I think we could do it without getting hit too hard.
I think so. Yeah.
And we can. I mean, you can play a decent amount of the song where it don't have to be crazy. Like, and hell, you could even do a thing where you're like, hey, if you're following along on the playlist, go ahead and pause right now. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start the song, and then they play the song. They come back, and then they can, if they know the song, they don't have to. They can keep going.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think there's ways around it, and I really like the idea of the show. I listened to your episode with Sam Sermons.
Yeah.
I listened to part of the episode with B Wood. B Wood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was on the podcast?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, shout out Brandon Wood.
And shut him out. And he just breaking news. He just got added to the Mad Ants. He's going to be playing in Fort Wayne.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for him, man. Let's do a little around.
For the Mad Ants, and hopefully he gets called up to the actual Pacers.
Man, that would be crazy.
Play for the Pacers. Even if it's just short-lived, just a dream to play for an actual NBA team.
Let him play, man.
Yeah,
because I know he played for the Chicago affiliate. And what they called Windy City.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly their name, but
but he played for them, and now he's playing. I'm just excited he's playing here. That's so cool. Yeah. He comes from Kokomo.
Good for him.
And obviously, I don't know if you guys saw, we have a song that's trending right now. Japanese Breakfast has a song called Kokomo, Indiana. I heard it's not about meth. I was excited that it's not, meth, not about heroin, so that's cool.
Are they from Kokomo? Or
I don't think so.
Is it about traffic circles?
It's about stoplights.
Stoplights.
Yeah, her band's actually those people in the background. That's Haynes and Apperson. Actually.
Okay.
It's about the hugger.
Yeah, it's about the hooker.
Oh man.
No, but it's very interesting. I'm like, now we need to like have the coterie. How do you not have like a brunch thing called the Japanese breakfast? Like, come on, like since she did that for us, let's do that for her.
This is why people need to be paying us.
Yeah,
ideas like this, bro. Ideas like
I just thought it's cool that there's a song called Coke. We've always had Kokomo. Now we have Kokomo.
Like Aretha Franklin has First Snow in Kokomo.
Oh,
and
man.
I play that every time it snows. First time it snows in Kokomo, I play that song.
Which is crazy because I guess the city of Kokomo. I read this recently or heard this recently. I think it might have been on another podcast, the Mayor Tyler Moore show. Shout out to Drew and the people at Kokomo Post. But they do this show with the mayor every week, and they asked him about this song, like, hey, what's going on with this? And he's like, well, there's a guy in city council that wants to make an official Kokomo song, but it's like some song from a show tunes in like the 40s. I'm like, there's so many better Kokomo songs.
Yeah, like who wants to do that? That's how you know how old and stuck in the past people
having,
are.
like, stale bread.
Oh shit!
Decisions.
IU just landed Liam McNeely. That's breaking news. He is a 5-star prospect, and he is the 13th ranked prospect in the 2024 class. So IU just got somebody. Sorry, this was very random. It just popped up on my shit. I'm like, let's do some breaking news.
Yeah, why not?
We're all from Indiana, man. We've been there. Actually,
Anything to overshadow that game yesterday was the football team.
for real. We need something. Did you see this recently? I think you sent this to me, Jordan.
Yeah. There was a monkey on the loose.
And then you sent me this, which I was like, is this real? Did this actually happen?
Oh, that's not real at all.
Okay, you fucking posted this. I'm like, this motherfucker. I was like, of course they're so rare.
I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even mean for that to be
that was
for mass consumption.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I was just like, man, I wonder if they meant
into the clip, and we're back from that cutout of the podcast. I'm so sorry, Jordan. Sent to the group, but I was like, these are things I thought I was like, let's talk about it. I thought they posted it. I legitimately was like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Didn't they do something like that recently where they had they did it for the guy that passed away, the dude that does the, I swear to God I did, that guy, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The white comedian guy that did the...
was it Donnie Baker?
Donnie Baker.
Yeah.
He died, and they posted a photo of like just like a white trash guy like dressed up like a Donnie Baker, but it wasn't Donnie Baker.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I thought this was real because it's the same people.
No.
This motherfucker. How dare you? Hey. It was convincing. It was convincing.
What's the
I'm so sorry. Now I look like I committed a hate crime by fucking posting it. I didn't make it. I swear to God.
What's the kind of thing?
I got him.
Gotcha. You got me good.
See, racism is real.
Well, I got a couple of random things I want to throw out to you guys right now and see like kind of what you guys are thinking about these things, because like this popped up on. I wanted to, what do you guys feel about the most surreal element of last year's chess cheating scandal has finally addressed. Chess grandmaster denies using anal beads to cheat against world champion. So there was this huge
Have y'all heard this?
Anal bead phenomena. Apparently he was using these to cheat in chess. I don't know. Do you know how you can do that?
Like,
apparently he had an anal beads or whatever that stuck up his ass and somebody else controlled with a remote. So
when it vibrates, he'll let him know.
Yeah.
Bro, that's some next. He deserves to win. At that point, he deserves to win because that's
dedication.
I was gonna say, is that cheating or ingenuity? Like,
I don't know, man.
They're gonna be in Vegas, like checking everybody. Like, pull your asshole cheeks apart, please. Thank you. We need to see if you have anything of that.
When I first saw this, I thought it was a joke, right?
Yeah,
I thought it was
me too.
A real joke because I thought I was like, what the fuck? Then I read the story. I was like, no fucking way, bro. No fucking way.
what world do we live in where you gotta have cavity searches to go to a chess tournament?
What would you do to win?
Why do you want to win a chess tournament that bad?
Yeah, that bad.
Like, can we psychoanalyze that?
There's some money involved.
Okay, Bobby Fischer.
Well, there better be.
Where
if I gotta
is he?
stick
I
shit
don't
up
know.
my
I don't
ass.
know. Bobby fishing that fucking thing out your ass later. How about that?
Bobby
Gonna be
Fischer.
fishing. Bobby Fischer. Oh my God! This is a clip.
Bobby Fischer.
Bobby Fister. God, this is. Oh man, that shit came out.
Shit.
I don't know if you guys. Oh man, dude. God.
I bet that shit came out.
Yeah.
They asked him. They said, "Hey man, how did you win today?" And he was like, "I don't know. I just had good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibrations.
Good vibrations." Speaking of Beach Boys, good vibrations. Just more Beach Boy shit. Did you guys see this? Kat Von D decided to become a Christian. You know, this is the second hoe we lost a hoe already this year to Christianity. This is the second one. Didn't we lose a rapper?
Who did we lose?
Didn't we lose a female rapper?
Who?
To Christianity this year?
Oh,
the one that had
Doja Cat?
Black China? Was it Black China? Didn't she?
I think it was.
No, but she ain't a rapper.
Yeah,
though.
she was just famous to be famous.
Oh, yeah.
She just fucked Rob then.
Yeah, she's friends with Kim. Now I'm trying to remember. I'm like, I thought she was a rapper.
She's not.
But we've lost, two hoes this year to Christianity. Jesus just taking these hoes.
She got like all her fillers and shit taken out and everything.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Man, them titties deflated.
Yeah, for the Lord.
What? They got enough money to do whatever. I know Kat Von D, she's famous for being a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
She do tattoos.
Tattoos, makeup.
Yeah, plus was
For
she
the
on
Lord.
a reality show? Or
Yeah, she had her own,
like.
they were like, we found a woman who does tattoo. Put her on TV.
Put her on TV.
Yeah,
She had her own shop in
yeah.
Vegas, I guess.
She's literally the reason why there's so many like girls that are like, I have OnlyFans and I do tattoos. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Oh man, that vibe.
I have an issue with
More vibes.
I have an issue with people publicizing their fucking religion.
Yeah, like
as be happy for yourself and stuff like that. But like, if you spent years denouncing something, don't be like, oh well, now I love, because fuck you. It's all hypocritical.
I grew up.
I grew up.
Like, but here's the thing though. Like, you got to think about it. Like, they want everybody. They clearly want to project. Look, I'm different now. I've changed.
Yeah, that might be that might be part of it. Like,
but
leave me
if
alone.
you truly transition to Christianity, isn't all this publicity gluttony?
Yeah.
Is it? It is.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
well
is.
then why
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Okay, so
Right.
what you're saying is in order to make it fair, we need a national day of coming out for Christians. Because if we're being honest, there's a lot of people that come out and publicly have to tell people about their
want the
transition. She
world
wants to
to
tell people
know.
about her transition.
I mean, I
Right?
guess, bro.
Yeah.
She's coming.
I'm
Look,
coming out, coming out for Jesus. Lord, I lift your name on high.
I ain't telling people to be.
She
trapped
said
in
the only
the closet,
person she
but-
busted open is for Jesus. That's the only person she busted open for.
She's like, I got to cover up on my devil costume tattoo shit. I think it's pretty crazy. I also saw your girl was in the news for something. I don't know if you saw this. Are you backtracking now? Or you lost your love for? So Sexy
I don't
Red
really
came
care
out
if
and
she
said
likes
she
Trump.
likes Trump because he supports the hood in him, and they support the hood in him. At first, they didn't fuck with him. They thought he was racist, but once he started getting black people out of jail and giving free money, oh baby, we love Trump. We need him back in office.
I'm not taking fucking political advice from a stripper.
Like
I don't care who the fuck she like. Of course she like dudes like him because they were in the strip club throwing one because they're depressed and have small penises.
that's the when I saw people getting upset over that, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like, why? That's like now if like Common came out and said some shit like that, I'm like, whoa.
No,
Yeah, right.
Like,
It was far on the other side.
Yeah, what you know now that you didn't know then. What
It's not that surprising.
They get you?
Sexy Red saw that red hat and she was like, "Yep, that's me."
Yeah.
I think even like Cardi has came out and like in kind of support to Trump and stuff like that. So like that's not
No, I don't think I think Cardi came out dissing Trump. Cause she's more like, honestly, she got a lot more educated than she has been like within the past like 5 years.
Yeah.
So
and I'm sure Red will too. You got to remember this is her first like year of being famous.
For sure. Yeah. That's something.
And I
that
heard that
always
she's
gotta
pregnant,
take
so it might be her last.
Well, I mean, her body, her choice, whatever.
Well, somebody,
depending on what state she's in.
we can talk about somebody else who absolutely loves Kokomo. We know that.
Yeah.
GM announced that its first ventilator has come off the assembly line in Kokomo, Indiana. Great place.
Great place.
Hey,
Great place.
thank you. Thanks for
Never even been here.
Yeah, now nobody likes us anymore. Thanks a lot.
At least Obama came here.
Yeah, Obama came here.
Yeah, it's true. Kokomo.
Yeah, Trump didn't come here?
No. Jay Leno did, though.
Jay Leno came. He was
so.
I'm gonna come down to
Yeah, I just want to see the Chrysler dealership.
to see the Chrysler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that new demon.
I remember when the Cubs won the World Series and everybody went crazy because Bill Murray mentioned
Oh,
Kokomo.
yeah.
Talking about putting gas in Kokomo, and I'm like, yeah, that's all you want to do and get the fuck out.
Probably
Put the
stopped by the
gas in.
hugger or something like that. Oh, there's a hugger. Yeah,
Sexy Red
because I
endorsing
remember
Trump
they
is
said
crazy.
when the anger management tour was in Indy, like probably like 15, 20 years ago,
yeah, I
they said
know you
Lil Jon, Eminem, and Ludacris and them came down to the hugger.
Yeah, and the crazy, you're completely right. And then, do you remember when Exhibit was working with that thing where like they were building houses, and they asked, they said that he came around asking people like, "Where's the hugger?" Like he was asking where the hugger is.
Yeah,
so
like
there's a reputation.
the
You may not know us for many things, but our strip clubs.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've seen the girls. I'm just kidding. They're fine.
Yeah,
They're fine girls.
strip clubs and meth.
There are fine people on both sides.
Both sides.
I knew. Were you gonna say it too? Were you gonna say it too? God damn it, we are the same. Oh man, they're both. Okay, you got wrestling. We're all wrestling people. We all. I mean, I grew up on it. You guys are really new. I saw this wrestling, or what I perceived to be a wrestling promo, and I'm like, I gotta get your guys' opinion. What do you guys think about this wrestling promo?
Serious injuries, don't despair. Just pick up the phone, call me. I'm Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. I will hunt down everyone responsible for hurting you. I will make them pay dearly. If you want all the money you need, the money you deserve, call me. 459 cash. I'm Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. I want to get you all the money the loss is yours. Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. 459 cash.
Yeah, wow.
I believe him.
I called him. I was like, "Fucking, this guy's gonna give me some money." I don't
I
know.
know. Like, I believe he'll give you some money.
It works.
Might have to call him now.
Like it works.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
Like the calls Lowell. The hammer
like Cole, he's the
That
hammer,
dude
bro.
made
He gonna
me
lay the
sweat.
hammer down.
Yeah, he gonna find everybody responsible, not just one person.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody responsible
Every-
is getting it.
Yeah.
Like
You're getting nailed.
He's like the what's his name? He's like, I will find you. And I will
Oh,
get-
Liam Neeson.
Oh,
yeah,
taking-
that's who he is.
He'll
He's
fight
just-
every, yo,
I
I'm
will
not sure if
find
I was
everybody.
watching. I'm not sure if I was watching a commercial for a lawyer or an Ultimate Warrior promo.
I know.
You're not wrong. You see how
That passion.
You see how gradual he led that in?
Yeah.
It started off down here.
It's calm.
But it really quickly.
No, he started way down because he was like,
No, because you got more angry.
"You need money. I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
I'm here to fucking help you. I'm gonna get you your gun." And it's like,
Like-
whoa, bro.
There was a build to that.
Yeah,
like,
he-
I believe
money.
it.
Yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah.
Get their money. I'm gonna take their money.
I believe every word. And what do they say? They say in wrestling in a promo, you got to believe what they saying. Like I believe him. So like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sign
I'm
him.
gonna call him now.
He could be somebody's manager.
Everybody's freaking out this last week. We all remember everybody was freaking out. Do you guys remember why everybody was freaking out? Because
Oh no.
a national test.
Yeah, the
you know,
chip.
of the chips.
Y2K 2.0.
Yeah. And I saw this and I was like, okay, I get people are upset. And then I also saw this news story. What do you guys think about this? Several Amish men, when the national war went off, ended up getting shunned because of that.
Oh.
They had cell phones.
They shouldn't have had them cell phones, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can't silence that.
But it wasn't just the Amish. I don't know if you guys heard. There's some contraband in some prisons that people went on.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot going on there. So like they were busting people out left and right. Some people had their second phone caught up, the one for their side chick.
Like you really worried about it in prison. Prisoners got TikToks, man. I've learned so many prison like TikTok recipes for when I go back to jail. Like I'm set. Like I'm set.
You're good. You don't have to worry about shit.
it's-
That's what I mean. That was one of the biggest stories of the week. Everybody
Yeah.
was like, "Oh man, I can't believe they're gonna do this to
Yeah,
us."
then the conspiracies that came along with it,
Yeah.
like it's going to activate the chip, and everybody's going to turn into zombies, and the people that that woman on the airplane saw was going to come down and take everybody.
Yeah.
Like there was like I saw
You don't have to
TikTok.
believe me or not.
There's a TikTok. I seen.
It's not real. It's not real.
There's a TikTok that I seen that this dude was like videotaping his mom, and she was like putting aluminum foil over her phone and stuff like that. I'm like, people out here crazy, and
Or they're geniuses.
Are they?
Let them decide. I'm just kidding. They'll tell you.
Like wrapping
Thin
your
line
phone up
with
like it's a
stupidity.
go home plate.
Yeah, it's like there's something going on there. Hey, can you get me a couple of them deviled eggs or some of that potato salad?
Yeah,
No raisins.
People are poo brains.
Well, the other meme that we blew up since we've been gone is Kevin James is out here putting in work, looking all sexy, dude. What do you guys think about that?
There's one where I seen like every time like they be talking about like songs, like who played this song at a party, and it goes like Kevin, and he's like dressed like the person that's the song is playing, like like there's one like a Prince song was playing, like who decided to play Prince at a party? And goes over it's like Kevin James, but he's wearing like a Prince outfit with the hair and stuff like that. He's making like the little face and shit.
Who's playing Coco Melon? And then it was this picture. This fucking guy. Babe, what are you drawing with that 64 pack of crayons? Better not be Kevin James. I love that they drew the Getty images. That's like perfect.
That's so good.
I mean, the internet is the best place on the planet. You don't want to live there. People want to live there in their brains, but go there, visit, have a little trip, and then go home.
And then
like that Dave Chappelle skit, which was ahead of its time.
That was way ahead of its time. The pop-ups, that was the funniest shit ever.
That skit was so ahead of its time.
I forgot about that, dude. As soon as you said it, it was like my brain is like getting hooked into the Matrix again.
Yep.
That was from King of Queens, right?
Yeah.
King of Queens.
I posted a photo that somebody had doctored up a photo with big titties, like made her look like a woman.
Yeah.
And I posted it and was like, we all knew a girl that looked like this, like a heavyset girl with big titties, that would have taken care of you, cooked you a meal every night. And I was like, we could have had you a Queen of Kings. I was like, man, that shit should have hit a little harder, but it did. It did well. I was happy about it.
I think my favorite Kevin James meme was the one with him and the chick. And then it said when you come back from a Common concert or something like that.
Him old girl wearing.
maybe it was like Q-Tip or something. I
want to say something. It was Neo Soul because how they were dressed and they looked like they went to a
Music Soul Child.
Music Soul Child. Oh man, taking me back. Yo, to put it in a wrestling space, I saw one of the Kevin James memes where it was like. Rookie, I'm going to do this in a match and that in a match and this in a match and that in a match. And then it says veteran that's not going to do any of that. And then it has
God, I'm not doing any of that shit.
None of that's happening.
So what's going to happen? We're going to go out there, we're going to do
I have a little segment I want to fuck around with this week about, Canada's had a lot going on.
Fuck Canada.
So let's talk about Canada. The first thing is, I don't know if you guys saw that Canada is trying to regulate podcasts. And that's a pretty big deal for all of us.
This because of Drake?
Bro.
It could be Drake's fault. I mean, we have to figure it out. And then, of course, I don't know if you guys saw this, but did you see that Trudeau had to apologize for accidentally recognizing... So they brought a World War II veteran in, and they're like, we're going to recognize our World War II veteran. He's Ukrainian. When Zelensky went through they're like, he's a Ukrainian war veteran. And they didn't realize he fought on the Nazis. So he was... I mean, it wasn't a lie, but they probably shouldn't have been celebrating the guy. And it ended up getting people fired. A bunch of shit happened there. And then, of course, Canada's favorite son. Everybody's favorite. He dropped an album this week. Oh, what the fuck is it? There we go. Canada's favorite son dropped an album this week, and Canada's favorite, illegitimate son also drew the album work. So we all know about that. But yeah, I mean, obviously we talked a little bit about before the cast about the Drake stuff, but I want to get in a little bit more with it because there was a whole bunch. So obviously his son, he had his first rap cred on this album, Don't talk to my man like that. Okay, so did you guys listen to that song at all? Does he not say I like it when you lick it? I was pretty sure he was saying I like it.
He probably did because of who his dad is. So.
Oh God!
And this is his son. If you guys want to know, that's his son Adonis right there.
Like like the meme that came out, and people say like I would not want my son to be like not cool.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, then, of course, we talked a little bit about this earlier, but I do have, Champagne Poppy had to come for Joe Budden. He said, Joe Budden, you have failed him. This is the longest. I'm like, too long didn't read Drake.
He's like,
too long didn't read Drake.
Man, TLDR, bro.
If he would put this much energy and going to Joe into his album, then we wouldn't be having these conversations.
Oh, man.
Not a fan.
Hey, you know what?
Not a
Don't
fan
talk
of
to my
AM
mans
Charlotte?
like that.
Like that.
Like
Drizzy
that,
Drake.
That. I like it when you like it. I guess.
That whole he's really hurt, and thing is Joe isn't the only person that said anything. Like like people out here saying worse. They're calling. They say his album is for incels, and he's rapping about like coming from like he rap dissing Rihanna and ASAP like because he's mad because ASAP got the girl and he's been trying to get her for years. Yeah. So he's letting all that out. It's bars, that I'm not trying to hear from a 37-year-old man.
And I feel that. Like, when we talked about this before we went on the air, straight up, Drake makes fuckboy music.
Yeah.
But it's good fuckboy music. It's good. that fuckboys like to listen to.
Yeah. Slime on You, though. I like that Slime on You song. Really
shout out WTF Dave, certified fuckboy, by the way. Yeah, right. It is new. He got a new album out too. Yeah. Was it Alter Mine?
Yeah, something. I'm not very good at the names.
Yeah. Attic Mind.
Yeah, he just dropped that, so it's exciting. He actually has Michelle Bratcher, who's been on the podcast. She's on one of the songs. It's called Why You Gotta Be Rude. I don't know if you've heard that. I heard a little bit about it. Yeah. She's excited because she's on a track and shit. I'm excited for her.
Hell yeah.
I love it because we've got so many talented people. I mean, like I said, in this room, out of this room, in the area. We've talked about this so many times, but people don't realize like how many talented people there are in this area, man. I'm just saying, like it gets bigger. And this is probably one of the most talented people I've ever met.
Oh yeah,
Rebecca Ruth. I'm so proud of you, Rebecca Ray Ruth. She actually married a second husband and got caught. So
how do you do that?
Out. Apparently, she was married and then was going through a divorce, but it wasn't finalized. And then she went to the courthouse in a different town, maybe, and married another guy. I don't know. It looks like she's got white people dreads, so I'm imagining that maybe she was just like,
I don't think those are dreads.
I
just think
she's just dirty.
Yeah, you just don't look good. You just don't look good at all.
Poor girl. I felt so bad for her because she actually got arrested for bigamy, and I was like, I've heard of that, but what? You don't see that very often. I'm like, and I looked it up, and it's she married another guy.
And then, the guy is even more of a goof for even like, I'll marry you.
Yeah, I'll do it. Well, I get some pussy.
Are you still married?
Oh man, what do you think?
I'll get on
what do you think, Jones?
There's a whole lot going on there, man.
It's like, a lot of energy, yeah.
As a person who will be getting married soon, like marriage is important, but like maybe you should take some time to work on yourself.
Man, for real.
Like that's a really important thing, man. Like stop jumping in relationships.
Watched enough of those terrible shows, Married at First Sight, Love is Blind, where people were getting married
she treated marriage like you're like, I don't like this one. Let me go find somebody else.
Yeah. I heard she got some new Jordan 1s. I
don't think I saw these. No, those was Air Sasha Banks, bro.
Banks. Those are good. No, it's funny because you brought up the Chappelle show earlier, but all I can think of is the thing where he's reading the magazine that says white people.
Yeah, I remember that.
When I saw, what the fuck? That's what I'm thinking of.
Where are their washcloths?
They just take a bar of soap and just put it all over their body. It's just
when Dave Chappelle put that out there, I was like, man, I gotta switch up the way I wash. This is bullshit. I had it up my ass crack.
I ain't gonna for the first time in your life.
I ain't gonna front. Like when I was younger, and I got to stay the night over at a friend's house. My mom packed me like my own like washcloth and stuff like that.
My grandma did too.
Then I got in there and I was like, where do I put my washcloth? And I was like, she's like, we don't use washcloths over here. And I'm like, you what?
Do they have loofahs?
Like no, this is I guess they just soap. And I didn't use her soap. My mom packed me my own soap, and I was like, she knew before I knew. So she's like, man, I'll give me your own soap. This is your own towel, so don't use a soap because they probably use that shit.
She was white proofing you.
It's too real.
Like, let me white proof you before you go over there.
Yeah, she put me on game because I thought everybody used washcloths.
I thought the same thing, bro, for real.
There's a lot of Dave Chappelle references here, but this is another one. The whole, I was going to say, my friend asked me if I wanted to stay for dinner, and he was a Mormon. He had multiple moms, and he's like, white dinner just, historically just wasn't good. And then he's like, stovetop stuffing. Yeah. So I kicked her in the pussy. No, that's one of the funniest fucking. I love Dave. We're all huge Dave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Dave.
Love Dave. Dave Chappelle's the fucking shit. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've got so many random things we can bring up here. I don't know if you guys saw that Will Ferrell went to his son's frat party and DJ'd. Which, I mean, at least he picked a good song, right? I mean, who doesn't want to listen
Frank
to
the Tank, baby.
He's out there.
How are you that next level cool at this point in your life?
Right.
like how?
I love it. I love it.
I mean, most kids. I mean, we're gonna figure this out pretty soon. But most kids probably don't want their kids, like their parents, anywhere near their get away from my college. And he's like, my dad's a welfare. I might as well fucking.
I think it's now like different. Like we're in a different era now when it comes to older people, because the older people that are getting older now, they're not like the old. Like, oh, I don't know, I'm out of touch. Oh, they're now like
it's the internet. We can find it all now. Before, like there would be a barrier. They used to call that, the barrier between parenting and kids, and you could never really 100%. Know. Now we see it all. It's all online. It's everywhere. So we can be a part of the culture.
Because the boomers are dying.
Yeah, they're gonna get them out of here.
Well, I mean, it's doing it naturally.
And then like it's like I work with this dude who's like 55 and he's like a gamer, and it's like just now, like 20 years ago, 55-year-old won't be no goddamn.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Be no gamer.
No, that was real.
At the end of the day, we're all good parents, and we know that, and that's important. But like Hunter Biden, he might have withdrew $20,000 from his daughter's college fund to spend on hookers and drugs after bankers warned he had just 44 cents left in his account.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
He had to make some sacrifices.
Every time they try to make me not like the guy, I just end up liking him.
Then the same thing happened to Macaulay Culkin. Then his parents take his
dude. Yeah.
Hey, shit happens. When you got money. And how did she get the money in the first place?
Yeah,
man. You get it from me.
I'm the one that drove to those interviews.
I can take.
Lives every day like it is his last day.
I know,
because he's trying to die.
Yeah. But yeah. Why does he need that money? He's not a gatherer. He's just hunting. He's going to be out on the fucking front lines.
He out there getting.
He ain't gathering. So I've got this is pretty insane. I saw this blew up as well. A honor student loses scholarship after homecoming twerking video surfaces. This is kind of wild.
What the fuck?
And I need to see said video because
what's got to be severe? What's the severity of the twerk?
Yeah, I gotta see how the twerk, how good or bad.
Imagine you lose your scholarship and you've like had a horrible twerk.
It was bad.
There's no ass.
If there's no ass, then I understand why they took the scholarship and stuff away.
Yeah, they're like, nah. I don't know. She don't got.
She's covering up with the.
So we can't see what she. Like, we can't see.
She don't look like she have much to twerk with.
Yeah, I can't tell.
But then again, I've seen cases like this before where they don't have nothing to twerk and they got something to twerk. So
can I do a skit with you?
Sometimes I know how to hide it.
And you're like a detective, and you're like, I've seen cases of non-twerking. I would love to see a skit of you like.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
This is another case of the ghost twerking ass. She gets in trouble for twerking, but there's no ass.
Yes, I've seen this before. It's the Miley Cyrus effect.
Like he puts on his glasses.
They said it's twerking, but it's actually not twerking.
Nah, what's the level? Sound like two slaps of baloney slapping together.
What's the level of twerkage here?
Yeah. If there's not we gotta have a certain inch of ass before we can. It's like fucking no thanks, man. When Miley Cyrus was twerking, she was actually Turkin. She was like a turkey ass. Like, man.
Yeah, there's a guy when I worked at Target, and he was when all that shit was like happening certain people just got introduced into the word twerking for the first time. It's Miley Cyrus out here got people twerking. I'm like, Miley Cyrus?
She's the one?
She's the one?
She's not the one.
That's the one?
That's the hill you want to die on?
Here, let's go. Let's replay right now. Here's me. I'm your coworker. Hey, did you see Miley Cyrus was twerking out there, man? It was beautiful watching her ass just moving around. It was. I just was like, man, this must be what you black guys like.
Why do you sound like a combination of Alan James and Harry Carey?
I was feeling Harry Carey. I was like, I'm going to Harry Carey. We did the Will Ferrell thing.
And you sound like the clown off of Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me.
Yeah, I think that's isn't that the white guy voice? Is like, hey, gee Willikers. Jiminy Christmas, there was a lot of ass moving. I gotta add the lisp in there too, it makes it a little better. I have to throw a different accent or a different, character in there.
Mix it up,
you gotta throw somebody on there.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. Hot dog. That's now I'm getting way more hair carry. Hot dog. We're out here. We're doing our best. Yeah, I can't help it. I don't even watch Chicago sports like that. You know what I mean?
Cubs win.
This is crazy. I don't even know what he sounds like because I just hear Will Ferrell. This is crazy out here. You guys have seen it. I've seen it too.
God.
Yeah. I can do Will Ferrell doing hair carry. That's the one I can do.
I got good pressure. Will Ferrell doing hair carry.
Yeah. Are you guys expecting to go on any trips soon? I'm thinking maybe 2027 we all take a little trip up to the first ever hotel in space. It's supposed to open up in 3 years. I'm a little scared. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
I'm a little scared.
I watched that Disney movie.
The Voyager station will be the first ever artificial gravity commercial space station.
The Z one?
Housing 200 Z?
Yeah.
Wally?
No, the other one.
What is it? Tell me.
The
Lightyear?
Disney Channel movie.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
And my heart go boom, boom.
Yeah.
My supernova. Xenon, girl of the 24th century.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was good, man. That song, dude, that song fucking hit.
That shit makes me not want to go to space.
No. Why not? You're like, there's some weird shit going on.
Yeah, that and watching
Everybody
Futurama. I'm like, I don't need
Yeah, man, I watch a lot of Futurama, and I'm like, man, they make it seem like space ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
It's really so undiscovered. There's like a lot of shit to do. Like I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm alright.
But what you got? But like, how can you you go on the spacecraft to be at the hotel? But like, what's the attraction besides looking out the window and seeing the Earth?
Right.
Like, where are you going? What can you do? Like, can I go out in space?
Can I see a live wrestling show?
Yeah. It sounds a little bit like you're explaining those horrible people that went down in that to see the Titanic.
Yeah.
That's what's going
They're
on.
rich and they don't have anything else to do with their money, and they're like, I could give this to charity. Or I could die a fucking horrible death at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
All right, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring my kid. And one of the kids was like, one of the guys was like, went with his kid, which is crazy.
Yeah.
We really need a business where we make people spend an exorbitant amount of money to kill themselves.
Oregon. Visit Oregon.com.
That works.
That's what they're doing out there. You know that?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. What? They legalized
Suicide booths.
Yeah.
Just like in Futurama.
They legalized euthanasia. If you want to go up to Oregon and get yourself off yourself, yourself off yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some Futurama shit. See,
Yeah.
Futurama is
Way ahead of the curve as well, man. They know what they're doing.
That's crazy. So is there like there's got to be like some kind of process to that, because a lot of people could just want to do that based off an emotional decision.
See, in Canada they legalized it first, and Oregon's like right there.
But
Right. But Canada legalized it.
I'd kill myself if I was from Canada.
But
too.
they don't call it euthanasia. They call it like assisted suicide or something like that.
Yeah.
And then so you can go up there, and if you're just, you don't really need a reason. I mean, the reason is I want to.
Oh, it's cold.
And that's it. Like, and then they give you it's just like getting a marriage license or getting divorced.
Yeah.
As this girl found out, as the girl from Kokomo found out, even if you've done a divorce, you have like 45 days, I think. Is it 45 days that they have to wait before they can finalize it, because you might change your mind. And like a decent amount of people will always change their mind.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, but what if you decide to change your mind after the fact? You're going through with it, and like you see like the little saw coming your way. You're like, hold on.
Like,
Change my mind. Too late. You already paid.
There's no emergency stop button or anything like that.
It's. I think I
really hope there was no saw.
I know a saw would be crazy.
Like,
I'm just I just wonder, because like somebody got to clean that shit up.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be like the cleanest way. Like they just stick you with like a needle or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Vibe check. This is a room vibe check right here. Nobody? All right. There's a room vibe check. Anybody who knows?
I don't know who that is.
Let's just say that she could swallow an entire Chicago hot dog, and she was very famous for it on the internet. So
she looks.
You guys are all
her position. Her position makes it seem like she's.
I know, right?
waiting.
Like it's the position, and that got me thinking, like, hey, I might have seen you before.
Her name is Heather, and she's very, very famous on the internet for
eating hot dogs, or
a very, very big one. It's not a small one.
oh,
Yeah. So she was, and there was no hot dog left when she was done. So very good.
Okay, see, I was thinking something different. I'm not sure if I just saw her on a random like Tuesday afternoon when I was home by myself.
I figured this was from like some Blink-182 Green Day
around the room
video.
Oh, we got some jerky. Okay, yeah.
Passes around the room. I actually have that back there just to prove that some white people do use lotion. So for people, not just on our dicks, but maybe.
Beat me to it. You beat me to it.
He's like, only on your dick?
Yeah,
My bad, Jordan. I keep stepping on
more
his
than
jokes.
just your penis.
I keep stepping on his jokes all day. Yeah, I was very, very interested in a lot that's going on because we've got some weird shit going on in Indiana and everybody knows about that. Did you guys see the Muncie woman who stole a car from a dealership to drive to an exotic dancer interview in Indianapolis?
I heard of this.
I think I don't think she should be punished. I think she should.
Well, did she do the Kia USB thing?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's how she stole
okay.
She stole it from a dealership. She was like, "Hey, I know one way I can get there."
Yeah, I mean, that's modern problems deserve
modern solutions.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "And come to the stage, Kia." She comes out. Hey guys, she's gonna sell some tickets.
Yeah,
people in there selling some ones. I think it works out, honestly.
This could have possibly been a just go ahead and if you give me the hamburger now, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like maybe she's just gonna take the car and save some money up, get a little band going and pay him back. Who knows? Getting a solution.
Yeah.
I think she should have went further than Indy. She should the money's in Georgia.
Yeah.
You gotta go
if
there.
you're gonna be a stripper.
I feel like there's
Atlanta.
a beautiful dichotomy between the woman who lost her scholarship for twerking and the woman who stole a car to twerk.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful world.
It's got to be a flow.
Yeah.
It's a flow.
I think she just saw this story. There's an insane story. I don't know if you guys. This one also went viral about a woman who go viral buying a 1998 Ford Escort for $289 a month for the next 84
Christ.
What?
That car ain't lasted 84 months. You'd be lucky if it lasts 84 minutes.
No.
Whoever that salesman
Your
was,
credit is zero.
Whoever that salesman was, they probably pop bottles and everything. Like, you did it. I couldn't believe it. You finally got him.
Bottles.
You finally got somebody.
This is the one.
Listen, we don't use washcloths, but we would never buy a car at that rate. Come on.
I'm saying, and look at her in the picture here. She's very proud of what she's done.
happy, dude.
I mean, it's like talk about getting over on somebody. Not only did you swindle her, but you made her feel proud of the swindle.
$289 a month.
That math ain't even math.
Yeah,
for 84.
That's like the next
it's 5 years, right?
84 months, 12 times. You're asking me to do math.
Yeah, yes.
Let me go ahead and pull out the trusted calculator. I'm the white guy.
Oh, yeah.
84 divided by 12 is... Oh, that was wrong. I fucked up. I don't even know how to use it. 12. 7 years.
7 years.
Oh, my good Lord.
7 years?
Ain't no way.
No,
that car ain't lasting.
No, that shit. She'd be, like I said, 84 minutes. She
It's
might
a
be
1998. It is currently 2023. I think, that car has lasted as long as it should have.
25
years.
Oh, my goodness.
God. I don't even think she looks 25 years old.
Yeah, she's
a car older than her.
Man, that's what happens when you're a strong, independent woman that don't need no man.
The man was standing next to her like, look at this dumb chick.
Jeez. God, I just don't get it, honestly, personally.
No.
I mean, it makes sense because you need a car. Like, you got to do what you got to do.
No,
but at the same time,
you don't need a car. You need an education.
Yeah,
man,
go to school.
Real talk.
Get your ass on that bus.
Once again,
take your ass
once
to
again,
school.
this all goes back to what I say all the time. It's all George Bush's fault.
And we know he don't care about black
He don't care at all about black people.
Talking about that one No Child Left Behind shit. Now we're paying for it.
No child left behind because they were all left behind.
No, they wasn't left behind. That's why they're acting stupid now.
Yeah. I just don't believe No Child Left Behind because there was some left behind in Katrina. I'm just saying. They left some behind. A lot. They're in Houston still. There's a lot of Houston transplants. That's where Frank Ocean was a guy who was in Louisiana and then got transported to Houston and then got in even more to music and then went down to LA.
He's swimming good.
So without Katrina, we wouldn't have Frank Ocean. So thank you, George Bush. Just kidding.
I mean, to be fair though, there would be no Katrina if not for Kanye.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's what I remember out of it. That's what I remember out of it.
Yeah, I got a strike. I think Facebook doesn't like me anymore. But a buddy of mine was selling an Xbox And he was like, selling an Xbox X Series S and 2 controllers, $200. I was like, cool, I'm going to share this, let my buddy sell. And then I said, now's your chance to play Starfield. And I got my post removed because it went against community spammers, I guess. Community standards for spam. That's spam, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Where's the pork? I didn't do nothing.
That doesn't make any sense.
Starfield?
Starfield.
Yeah.
I think maybe because he was selling an Xbox, and I was like, you can play Starfield, but there wasn't Starfield with the Xbox, I guess, but it's on Game Pass. So I was like,
it is on Game Pass. Yeah,
like,
that's weird.
Maybe it was an accidental
Yeah. I mean,
report.
Tell that to the authorities. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
They wouldn't even the weirdest part was they wouldn't let me report it.
That's
they
crazy.
Wouldn't even let me report it. So it was like, it's just, it's on my record.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was over there getting all mad.
They just don't like you.
No. They don't, man. No. I was stewing.
They said, fuck your blue check.
I was like, Jay Willikers, how dare you? That's what I was like. That's more like Alex Jones. We can do the frogs
is gay.
The fluoride in the water is making the fucking frogs gay. Yeah.
Oh, man.
We got to do something, man. There's got to be some stuff going on in this world that we can fix other than this Israel Palestine Hamas shit. You guys saw this, man? I thought this was pretty insane. I was like, I can't believe this. We got to send our greatest Jew, Aubrey, over there to save the thing.
MJF?
Oh yeah, that one too. MJF.
Max will fix it all.
He can do it.
Yeah.
Max is that guy though.
He is that guy though.
He could mold us all over.
Yeah.
He got it.
He can handle it, right? Is he AEW?
He's AEW.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
AEW champ.
He smoothly transitioned from the most hated person in wrestling to the most loved person in wrestling without even changing his character a bit. I think he's the one.
He could be the one.
He is the Jew that we needed.
We need him.
Because everybody's hating Aubrey right now, so I don't think Aubrey.
We can't send him over there?
We can't send Aubrey over there.
If him and Joe Budden can find a way to fix it, I think I can believe.
Fences, yeah.
I don't know if we want to send Aubrey anyways. He has a weird dichotomy of relationships with people, right? Like him and his friendship with 21 Savage, which is super fucking weird because 21 Savage looks like he should eat Drake.
Yeah.
Just like in general.
Yeah,
Be like, why I'll stab you.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Drake has a statue of fucking 21 Savage's head in his or at his house.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird to me.
21.
Drake's not a guy,
you
man.
could do something for me.
He's not a guy. So I think we talked a little bit about like how he just wants to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Earlier. And it's weird because like I think with him, and like I was saying, I've been listening to Drake since like his mixtape days. Yeah. I get his music, I get it, but like he's still in a way like in his own lane, kind of like an outsider in the industry because of who he pushes to and how he pushes it, and like we have this certain like view on hip hop, right? Like hip hop is supposed to be something like, for me, being a hip hop purist. When I started listening to hip hop, it was like kicking knowledge, like giving you like lessons and whatnot and things of that nature. And then as hip hop progressed, it turned into, oh, well, now instead of kicking knowledge, we're glorifying, the sale of drugs or downing women and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And then it went from, oh, we're glorifying, we're having to sell drugs to feed our family is what it was. So then it flipped from, instead of selling drugs to feed our family, it's we're selling drugs to perpetuate this lifestyle that we want to put out to you. And then it went from that to straight up just using drugs and promoting that over your music. Yeah. And so with Drake, with his whole fuckboy vibe, it kind of plays into a bigger conversation about like the way we're viewing hip hop in this day and age. Like, I think that we're starting to come back around to a time where we want to hear more knowledge kickers. We want to hear more Kendrick Lamars and more J. Cole's and whatnot, because we were just talking about like album of the year that people that maybe mainstream people aren't talking about is Michael, Killer Mike.
Right.
And that album is really like pushing out like knowledge, like real knowledge, like how to be accountable, how to be a man, how to, stand on your own 2 feet and things of that nature. And so, like, it's
about that shit.
Yeah, he really is.
And like I said, it's not like a mixtape like sounding thing, like just a whole bunch of songs put together. And
Yeah.
here you go. Like, no, his shit is like an album. It's like cohesive.
Yeah.
The production, it just sounds like a one big old story. Like, I wish I was like, I could go walk into a store and buy this and go sit at the crib and just read through the booklet while I'm listening to the album. That's what this album reminds.
Yeah.
It gives me that feeling that albums.
It's the
albums
difference
should
between
be.
hip hop and hip hop.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
everything
Oh, yeah.
feels like hip hop.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of it, like the 21 Savage, like Drake, like he's more hip hop. And people like Cole, people like Kendrick, people like Killer Mike, people like your boy, fucking Nas.
Yeah.
Nasir, yep,
Even
Nasir.
Tyler the Creator.
Yep.
I mean, they're creating masterpieces of art.
Yes.
Yeah.
That are meant to be consumed as a whole.
Yeah.
Whereas, Drake is making an album where he's throwing, and I like Drake, I like the album, but it feels like he's just throwing anything at the wall to see if it'll stick, and if it sticks, he's like, hell yeah.
He's. I think
there's
it's just
no
like,
cohesiveness.
hey, I need these features. I need a slow song. I need a. I don't give. a
Drake
fuck
wants to
about
be The
this song.
Weeknd and he wants to be Jay-Z. He wants to be
Yeah.
Kanye and he wants to be The Weeknd, and you can't be both.
Yeah.
And he's never going to be, and The Weeknd is The Weeknd and Kanye is Kanye.
And then, like I said, with these 20 song projects, it's like 6 of these songs are skipping. I mean, not skipping, but sticking.
Listening,
Like, like everything is.
That's what I mean by it. It's like
you're
he's throwing as many things as he can at the wall to see if it fucking
But
sticks.
like with that too, it's like we was talking about like Nas. Nas is still going. Like Nas is still putting out, like he just put out like Magic 2, and it's like this dude is still, and he's working exclusively with Hit Boy, and it's just been like beautiful them two together, like the stuff they've been putting out. But like that type of music, like him and Killer Mike and whatnot, is like you said, meant to be listened to continuously from track 1 to the last track. And like with Drake, it's not like there's like I know you ain't a huge fan of Drake. I get it. I understand. But like
I
you
don't
can't.
blame him.
But like you Drake is actually smart about what he's doing. How many of these songs in a year down the line is going to be behind TikTok trends or behind some, behind like it's all poppy, to appeal to the younger crowd that would never listen to a full length album ever,
Right.
ever. The only reason they know, and we got kids, like the only reason they even know some of these older songs from our time is because of TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'll ask my son to be like, how you know Sade? How you know any Sade song? How would you know any Erykah Badu song? How would you know any? Oh, I heard it on TikTok.
Doesn't Drake have a Sade? Is it Sade that he has on the album?
No, Sade.
Who is it he has on there? He has what the fuck is her name? Isn't that Soldier of Love Girl? Isn't that Sade?
No, yeah,
That song.
Is it a
I don't
sample?
know.
Might be a
I think it
sample.
might be a sample.
Yeah, it might be a
they threw
sample
on there.
because she said she'll never do a song with Drake.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think she had a choice. I think he bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you buy the sample, it is what
If you say that, he's gonna spend. Aubrey's gonna spend his money.
No, she said she don't mind sampling,
Yeah.
but she said she'll never do a song with Drake. And then next thing you know, she ends up doing a song with Jay-Z.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it's Jay-Z. Yeah.
No, but it's just.
I do want to bring this up. I would be remiss
if
if I didn't bring this up for the people to see the Scrappy Award watch list. Now, this is obviously we're getting closer and closer to when the Scrappy Awards actually come out. We'll have to film that.
One more month
But this is actually,
before the cutoff ends.
I know, and this is actually the stuff that you had on there before. So you did have a lot of I don't think we're going to see many Drake on here, but we can see I think you do have Ray Shaman on here. You got Black Oxy, Killer Mike, Spaceship Views. You got a lot going on here, man.
Still goes hard,
Are a lot of these still hitting the same way you feel?
There's some of them like
Skyzoo, wow.
there's a few that's that kind of got bumped off, but because this was like what, back in June.
Yeah.
So
It's about halfway point.
Yeah. So there's some songs that got replaced, and there's some songs that stayed on there.
Some of them got trumped. Some of them got trumped a little bit. Somebody.
I think like
came
Larry
out.
June's still hitting.
I'm
I
still-
think SZA does still.
Oh,
hit.
SZA's album was
The Alchemist,
fire.
some village still out there doing stuff.
I mean, you had Killer Mike stuff on here already.
Yeah.
And then Jared Michael, shout out to him.
But
shout out.
But R&B really has been incredible this year.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel
Absolutely.
like it doesn't get the respect it's been getting. And Puffy probably dropped one of the best collab R&B albums I heard in a long time.
P Diddy.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it. I better go listen to it.
Yeah, the Love album. It's a dope R&B. Like
Does it-
he's getting his Khaled on, but way better than Khaled. Like Khaled should take notes. Like he should be listening to that album and taking notes because you don't even hear you hear Diddy, but you don't hear Diddy.
Okay.
Like he's executive producing. Like he'll probably rap for 8 bars, but that's it.
Yeah.
But it ain't like, yo, this is my album. I'm rapping on. I'm like the Beyonce. But no, he just sits back and plays the executive producer role.
Does it make you want to go to his parties?
Probably not. But the album.
Sorry.
Pause.
Ain't no pause. Like,
Ain't no pause.
Oh man.
He said, "Put your pause."
The
on
only person that didn't want to go to a P Diddy party in the '90s. I don't know, man. I probably would end up going there because there's probably hella bitches up in there.
I'm sure there was.
And they were bored because apparently he was in the bedroom with some fellas.
Well, he's on the basketball court.
Yeah.
Because there's parties everywhere. Like it's like saying like, oh, I'm going to club with 54. Like yeah, you know, there's some nasty shit going in.
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
It's club
on top of that,
54,
you know, he around that time it was a lot of Usher, and you know he's going to be our Super Bowl. Halftime performance.
Yeah,
I know you don't like Mr. Toxic.
No, it's not that I don't like Usher. I enjoy the fuck out of Usher, but I'm a realist, right? And I've come to realize that he ruined a lot of people's lives, and I don't think that like it was his fault. He intentionally did it because I think he was nurtured into doing this. This boy was 16 years old.
Some would say he was.
He was 16 years old in 94 talking about, I just want you sexually.
Yeah.
Like, it's 1994. People were trying to wrap their head around fucking Bill Clinton getting a blowjob in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
But not batting an eye at this 16-year-old black kid being like, I just want you sexually, and then move on to the next one.
Well, you got to think of the guy that came out prior to him that was telling everybody to sex him.
I know.
Bobby Brown?
No, the pisser.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, you got to think the 90s, early 90s R&B was like, you had Jodeci, you had Freak Me Baby.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's just 90s R&B. That was just
I mean,
90s
and then
R&B.
everybody was obsessed with Pretty Ricky, and that was the most sexual shit.
Well,
ever.
That was so much later.
That's so much
I
later.
know, but that was bad.
That's so much later.
I remember little kids were listening to that.
Anything
Brian
after
Doman.
Attitude Era of like life, right?
Yeah.
Like
Everything's in wrestling terms. He's like,
no, for real. Think about this. Everything after that is acceptable. Is okay to be like,
all right.
oh, well, I understand why it was there.
It was pre-Bill Clinton getting the blowy and after.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking
That's
about?
the line. Like I feel like that nationally there's a line.
Yeah.
And like once you cross that line, like the bar gets lowered, and like once the bar gets lower, look like after that BJ, look, we had like Jerry Springer was super popular.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It blew open everything. It's like, oh, he can do that. We can all do that.
Oh, wow, we about to fuck around now.
You got a nice little concept going there with that Bill Clinton concept there. I think you're just a philosopher. You know, we got to get you in front of a camera more just so you can tell us all. You know, I'm the twerk detective. And if there was no ass, you must let a pass. No ass, no pass.
That's good.
We'll have you do a whole Johnny Cochran thing too. We'll do it. If the ass ain't thick, you must have quit.
I feel like that's just where R&B was at the time. It was more about the sex. Like you say, like say, Freak Me Baby. You had I wanna sex.
It's not
you.
even that's not even the most toxic shit of Usher shit. It's really just that he was just like.
I think Michael
remind me
Jackson
of a
was
girl.
like 12 years old singing about shit.
Yeah.
Look how he turned out.
Yeah.
Usher's only toxic because he would be singing about being with a girl, but dreaming about this other girl. Right.
Okay.
And, like,
you make me wanna. He's upset about me. You make me wanna.
But you gotta think. He wasn't
the only.
He was like 18 when "You Make Me Wanna" came out. Though. So that you can't say nothing. That
album, dude. That was the first album I bought with my own money.
Oh wow.
That when I as a kid, I was like, I was in like
4201?
fourth or fifth grade. No, that 8701. That's later on. 8701. Highway is the one.
We gotta throw everybody else under the bus too because you gotta think they're like 16 years old talking about "Hit Me Baby One More Time."
Oh yeah.
And, bye. Well, no, not bye. But tearing up my heart and stuff like that.
You got to remember, this was still after though.
Yeah,
Usher was still older in this time.
Well, I think part of the problem was at that time.
Like 97. Like you got to think Britney Spears came out what 96.
Yeah, but that song meant
came out
nothing.
96. Yeah,
that song was
came out
about nothing. That Max Martin guy wrote that. He's
like
Swedish. They didn't even know how to do English. They were like, we don't know. This sounds good. Hit me, baby, one more time. Like it was supposed to be about call my phone.
He said, my loneliness is killing me. So she's talking about masturbating.
No, she was talking about calling him on the phone. That's what it was actually about. But it was a word translation between that.
Well,
like,
all right. Well, how about like Like, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
Now that one, that's British. I can't really speak. They out here. Now, like, the funny thing is, like, back then, if you guys remember, all music was like, the genre was like one thing.
Yeah.
Like, now everything is so cross, like, bred, where everything is kind of like there's a little bit of this and that, and a little bit, like, everybody's kind of eating each other's cake. Where back in the day, you had your own fucking, it was like the school, cafeteria. You had your section. The R&B, you're talking about love, heartbreak, that type of stuff. Maybe a little bit of sex. Over here, rap, we're talking about drugs. We're talking about words. We're talking about, we want to hear something about the culture. It was very, like, specific. And then, rock music was about, just being gross, blood, guts, like, it starts with one, like that type of stuff.
No, that's actually that's like a hybrid of rap and rock.
And that's when that the new metal to me, and maybe this is white guy speak, but like new metal to me is where things busted open.
Yeah, like Rage and
everything started kind of, we can take this and this, two different things, two different cultures, move them together and create this one thing. And then from there, it's like everything, hip hop and R&B. J-Lo and fucking who is it? Ja Rule did 1,000 things. And you start. Getting
I wouldn't say
J-Lo's
R&B. I say she's pop.
Yeah,
she definitely is.
She definitely
because we can go back to the Shaka Khan days of rap and
okay.
R&B
What about Gwen Stefani and fucking Eve?
Eve, that's. But like I said, but then who can we put up?
Who would you put up as R&B and rap? Like who was the first?
You got Method Man, Mary J. Blige. You got
Mary
J. Blige is the queen of hip hop and R&B.
Yes.
Her whole sound is like hip hop, but she was like singing over hip hop beats.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's like people like they say there's rappers mad at her albums. It's like, man, why ain't she rapping?
Yeah.
Because her production would sound like she should have been rapping, but she was singing.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, everything just got mixed together, and then hip hop producers started.
That's why the Wu-Tang Clan didn't like that shit. And then Method Man turned around and did the song with Mary. Yeah. And it's like, you know what? Maybe we do like this shit.
And ODB did a song with Mariah Carey. You know what I mean?
But he fought back on that.
Me and Mariah, we go together like baby and pass a while.
They said he tried. It's like he didn't want to do the song the way they made it seem. They said he came to the studio late and shit like that and did what he had to do and just left.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to. I don't want to be here. It's like a label type of thing.
Requirement he had to do.
We got these two artists on the label.
Which kind of goes back to what we were saying, where everybody wanted to kind of, and pardon the word, but like segregate themselves to like their thing. They didn't want to mix everything. And then once that barrier was broken, and once that first shot went across the bow, it was like everybody was like, can we just take, I don't know, rock music, mix it with like, I don't know, some people doing two-step over here. And then Nelly came through and was like, I have an idea for you. Guys. I'm going to fuck everything up. Let's
he threw a monkey wrench
over and over again. And it's like
what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's where Nelly picked up his meth habit.
He told us from the beginning, he said, country grammar. Hot shit. You know what I mean? He said, we're going to do this country grammar shit. And he meant it. Country. He put the country in country grammar. He was like, I'm doing it.
He meant it.
That was the first album I ever bought with my own money. Country grammar.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive Nelly for Murphy Lee. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What's the hook gonna be?
What the hook gonna be? Or like, welcome to Atlanta, remember? And then they did like the remix with like, welcome to New York with Puffy and shit.
Oh, I remember that one. Man, I really thought the Saint Lunatics was gonna get on, but like,
I did too.
I mean, like you saw, like, and that was the time where like groups was hot, but you had
Air
like
Force Ones.
Air Force
One
was hot, but groups were hot too. Like you talk about like No Limit Soldiers. The Hot Boys, things like that.
D12,
like that shit was a thing. Then later we had Boys in the Hood, and I thought Boys in the Hood was gonna have some people come out. I think the only ones that came out was like Jeezy.
That's the only one.
Yeah, and then you had Jody Breeze. He was alright, but he didn't pop at all. So like, I don't know. Like groups was a thing, but I really thought Saint Lunatics was gonna pop off.
Oh yeah,
I really did.
There's only like when I think of like groups, you got like your NWA, you got your Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
you got your hell. Even now, like say Odd Future, like you gotta include them. Like it's just so like,
ASAP Mob.
Like even on the underground tip, you got the Boot Camp Clique. Like there's so like rap groups and like groups in general that when it comes to rap. Well, Dungeon Family.
The Dungeon Family.
Yeah, Dungeon Family.
The
You
Dungeon
got that,
Family.
like just
that,
groups, Outkast and Goody
like-
Mob.
Yeah, Sleepy
and all
Brown.
that. Yeah, that's
And then the greatest
think
group of
CeeLo's
all
in that
time,
too.
Drew Hill. Just kidding.
hey, I love me some Drew. I do like some Drew Hill.
I did like Drew.
I do like Drew
I
Hill.
That one album, Enter the Dragon. That wasn't. That wasn't.
no. That was,
what was the
that,
album?
That
they
was
had?
a Cisco.
That was
Cisco
Cisco.
Cisco.
Yeah,
There was an
Cisco.
album that they put out right around then where they had like I bumped that album so much. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like I can't remember if I play one of the songs in there.
No, it would
my
come
brain
right to you, yeah.
It would come right back because I listened to it so much that I haven't listened to it in so long. But I love Drew Hill. I thought they were so fucking good.
Yeah, that's right.
They had the little step like the
R&B
Tell
groups
me.
were the shit too, man.
Oh,
we had
man,
a lot of
yeah.
them. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
Jagged Edge, man. Everybody listens to
Yep.
Let's Get Married.
Yeah, that's
That's Skimmer was a good one.
yeah. R&B groups really don't exist really like that anymore. Hell, groups period. Like if you think about it, like I can't think of like any group that's like that came out recently. Not saying like groups from like the past 10 years,
It's just
but like
not-
just like the past 5 years. What group can we say?
yeah, R&B. Ooh,
Like, yeah, I can't say.
can't
it,
even-
but, yeah, think of R&B.
it's coming
group.
back. Then I think you just sparked it. I think people are
has
going to
to.
start bringing them back.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
it
that's
has
something
to.
that can
Like
come
it's
back around.
been a lot of solo people, but like from
Yeah.
group standpoint, R&B has been slacking.
Well, I know Travis Scott tried to do the Jack Boys. You know what I mean? He tried to do his thing with recently. What in the last?
It's
5
kind of
years.
different with a rap.
Yeah,
group,
it
though.
is different.
Like,
I guess you're
with
right.
a pure like R&B group though, like that would be that.
I think that would hit
super
different
niche,
in this
yeah.
day and age. I think they tried to do something with it, like Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak kind of tried to do a little bit of thing, but like it didn't really pop off.
But because
like
those are like two acts by themselves are great. So
Yeah.
I feel like they don't need a group. Their solo music is better when they
Right.
come make a group.
That's a really good point about the rap, the hip hop, or the fucking R&B thing. Sorry, I've got so many genres in my head right now.
Yeah.
I'm over here listening to now. That's what I call music
Yeah.
4005.
Oh shit.
Because that's what it feels like, man. Everything is it's all been inbred together. That
Yeah.
music
Oh,
is
yeah.
and rap is now pop. Rap is
like,
pop. Hip hop is pop.
Like, so, yeah, it is. That's like you say. You hear it in country. You hear it
yeah.
in rock. You hear it in fucking
Somebody
Afro
posted-
beats. You hear
Somebody
hear,
posted
like,
a
you know,
fucking joke about how like every girl wants
Korean
like a,
pop like that.
like a rapper
Yeah.
with face tattoos who just got done doing time, who's now turned to God and they moved into country. It's like every it's like every Indiana girl wants that apparently. And I was like, oh, they do? That's horrible. But it's like Jelly Roll or fucking Kane Brown.
Oh yeah.
It's like these guys are all like Post Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? They've all like went from rap to like basically just doing like country and like pop. Country
Yeah,
pop.
poppy country.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
just is what it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
is.
country's
girls
making
do
a
love that.
comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Country's about to. I think country's popping right now. We all saw the charts. Like the top 10 was like country music.
Yeah,
I don't
long-
listen to it. I don't even know. I'm not a part of it.
Oh, a long time ago, Kanye said racism's still alive. They just be concealing it. So
You're saying it. You're saying it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry.
You might be right. You know,
I know I am.
Darius Rucker. What do you mean, man? I listen to Darius Rucker. Man, shit, man. You think I don't like a Hootie and the Blowfishes?
Isn't that one guy who said the N word back on the charts again?
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
he did.
He did a song with with either Lil Baby or
This one, Lil Durk.
One of the babies.
Lil Durk.
One of the
Lil Durk.
Lils.
Oh,
But
Durk,
that's not. He's not the speaker of black people in hip hop. So
No, I know. No one said that. I understand that.
I
I was
get
just
that.
saying he did a song with Lil Durk.
Yeah, I feel like,
Like,
we
oh, he's good. Yeah, like he's squash. Like no.
Yeah, I don't think
Like, who made you
I don't
in
see
charge?
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk?
I don't see Lil Durk and be like, yeah, I forgive him. Like it's I don't know.
I'm not gonna say anything's ever squashed when a Chicago nigga's involved, right? Because they can't even settle their own beefs.
Oh no, you ain't lying, dog.
And with that, we are going to wrap up the podcast. We're about 2 hours in, fellas. So let's go ahead and do it, man. Like, first off, let me just say thank you, Alacon, for coming on, man. Thanks for coming through and hanging out. I'm so happy. We talked about so much in this podcast, man.
Yes.
If you guys stuck around and hung out with us this whole time, you
Yes.
literally got so many good conversations.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got an update on AMP. We know a little bit more about Emerge and about what's going on in Destination 6, which I'm really happy for. And Fastlane, if you guys went there or were a part of that, you've learned a lot about that. And then we talked a lot of hip hop music. So love it. There's a lot going on.
It's a good
And
show.
Hypocrisy Jones was on stage for the first time doing comedy.
I was. Don't forget about the discount. What is it? Discount Halloween.
Discount Halloween Halloween show. You can see right dead center, and here you will see the beautiful Hypocrisy Jones in the middle there.
November 4th. Can't wait.
He's over there just hanging out with the fellas.
Maybe not.
You're going to be funny. I know it. Once I send you this video, you're going to be like, yeah, it's going to be good. But thank you so much, Alacon, coming through. Thanks for Scrap hanging out.
Yes.
Of course. Let me go ahead and let's actually say goodbye. I want to say bye.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Hey. Yeah. We love you guys. Kokomo Press Podcast. Hey, you just listened to the Kokomo Press Podcast. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you had a great time. If you did, go ahead and like us, subscribe to us, hit that notification bell, do all the things to help us get seen. Go find us over on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. Like us, follow us there. And if you want to really, really help us out, we now have a new thing called Facebook subscriptions. It's only $4.99 a month, and it helps us build out even more than what we have already. Helps us get more equipment, helps us put money into shows, because we give you comedy shows. We give you guys skits. We give you guys podcasts. We give you guys jokes. And if you want to be a part of a group of people that actually get to talk to us and tell us your input first and get to directly speak to us and maybe even, help us write some of these jokes, you can be a part of the group. Join that subscriber base. It's only $4.99 a month, and it's not a lot, but it helps us out tremendously. And it's going to give you an opportunity to maybe win some merch here and there. We're going to do a lot of fun things with our subscribers. So please check us out everywhere you can. And if you want to, subscribe to our page. Thanks for listening to this podcast. We love you. Thank you. 2 kisses.